Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dragon's Greed Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue our greenskin hilarity with our all-orc campaign, Morks Madboyz, can't even talk, I'm so excited. Morks Madboyz for Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory. I am your host, the Great Unclean One, and as always, I welcome you, new listeners and old. Be sure to stop by Facebook and Spreaker to like and follow, or stop by the YouTube channel, give us a like or subscription over there, and definitely be sure to stop by Apple Podcasts and iTunes to leave us a 5-star review and help us grow the channel. And don't forget, we've got a Patreon too. If you want to help support the channel a little bit more, if you want to throw a few coins into the Dragon's Hoard, then stop by patreon.com and check out Dragon's Greed Gaming. We've got 4 different tiers of cool extra bits and bobs you can get. We've got a monthly Patreon-only Warhammer Fantasy RPG actual play going. And there's some other cool stuff in there as well. Kyle's been pumping out artwork every month. We've seen a lot of the Gallows Geist at this point. And get your hands on Mort next month if you want. So stop by and check that out. What else? As you've heard the last 3 weeks, today we are still happy to announce that we are proud to be sponsored by Manscaped, the male grooming products that will change your life. You've heard us talk about this for the last couple weeks. This might be the last one you'll hear for a while, but we're going to go around the table and just tell you what our favorite product is that we've had so far to try out. Manscaped was nice enough to send us each their kit of some of their best-selling products, including their new Lawnmower 4.0 for all your ball grooming needs. So we'll start it off. Kyle, why don't you take it away, and we'll go by seniority. Please let us know who you are, who you're playing tonight, and what about Manscaped? What was your favorite one? Actually, let's do the Manscaped stuff first. So just tell us your Manscaped product, then we'll do introductions.
Sure thing. I'm Kyle. I've really enjoyed Manscaped since we got these packages. If I had to say, one thing that stands out is the Crop Reviver. So that's this little spray that you spray on your boys maybe halfway through the day when things are getting a little dicey downstairs. So helps out, cools you down, smells nice. And yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I like my my balls like I like my coffee without hair. So
okay,
yeah, go man.
Good to know. Good to know.
I did not know that, Kyle, but I'm glad I do now.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. All right, Sean, I guess we'll hop over to you next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Sean, and I've also really enjoyed the Manscaped stuff that they sent us. I think probably my favorite has been just the general Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. I've always used kind of shittier regular trimmers, and so this is a lot nicer and cleaner on the gentleman downstairs, so I think that's a definite upgrade. So that's personally my favorite.
And have you avoided any damage while using it?
Yes, I have avoided hurting anything down there. Very much so.
That's good. What's not to love? It's waterproof, it's got a light you can turn on and off, and it's got cool ceramic blades.
Yeah.
And it looks slick as hell too. So
it looks much nicer than the regular ones you can buy at like Walmart or wherever you would do your shopping, Kroger's or something.
It's true. It's true. Eric, how about you? You've been with Manscaped for a while. What do you like?
Yeah, I mean, outside of the lawnmower, which has been great, you know, I still come back to those, the crop mop, the wipes that kind of clean you up down there. Just because they're easy, to throw a couple in a bag, and just kind of, you know, take camping, you know, out to the, you know, maybe you are working outside or something, you know, keep things from getting all like sweaty and stuff.
Do they come like in a pack or like a
Yeah,
box?
there's a pack. It's like a bag of like I don't know how many it is, but then they're individually wrapped in there in the
Oh,
bag.
okay.
So then you can just rip one open,
And
clean up, and then throw it
how
out.
big is one of these things like when you unfold it out of the packaging?
Um,
Like a size of a Kleenex or bigger, smaller?
I would say like almost the size of like if you're familiar with like baby wipes. They're not
Okay.
maybe not quite that big, but they're pretty close. I'd also point out that although the marketing is very gendered towards men, males, um, like I gave my old one to Amanda to use, and
Well, I think what Eric was trying to point out is that it's not just for dudes. They've got some stuff that can help out the ladies as well. Uh, and yeah, use the crop mop. It's good stuff. And finally, my favorite product other than the lawnmower itself, I'd actually have to go with the foot duster. As I've said before, and it happened today. I don't know why. On the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, my feet get really sweaty, my socks get really wet, and then my feet are fucking freezing all day. So spritz some of that on there, cools them down, keeps them from getting more sweaty, and then I put on a nice pair of snug socks and warming socks, and we're good to go. So, but don't take our word for it. Go to manscaped.com right now. Use the discount code DRAGONGREED, all one word, no S, a single dragon, Dragon Greed, and you can get yourself 20% off whatever you purchase. So buy the whole set like we've got, or pick and choose which goodies you want to try. You won't go wrong. You'll find something you like. And you'll probably get that cool newspaper thing they have that has all sorts of goofy shit on it too. So, as they say, take care of your balls, and they will thank you. They'll thank you for it. So, thanks again, Manscaped. We appreciate all the goodies you sent our way, and hopefully some of our listeners will find some use for your stuff as well. So, go check it out, people. You will not regret it. But beyond that, it is time to delve back into the universe, the grim dark of the 41st millennium. We'll go around the table really quick. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and I don't know. How about who is your favorite orc character in either 40k or Warhammer, if you have one? And again, we'll go by seniority here, so we can start off with Kyle.
Cool. Let's get the disappointment out of the way. My name's Kyle. I am playing Grave Squatcha, who really likes burning people as a burner boy. And yeah, sorry to disappoint. I'm very new to Warhammer and 40k, so I don't have a boy picked out. But I bet if I started to look, I can give you an answer down the road.
All right, well, homework for next week.
all right, is my mic working better now?
That sounds better so far.
All right. So I am Eric, and I play Laktar, the commando boy. I would say that my favorite orc is Grimgor Ironhide, because, I mean, he didn't even need to kill Archeon. He just needed to headbutt him and tell him that he was the best.
Man.
We the best. Okay, that's fair. Sean, what do you got?
I'm Sean. I'm playing Peppa MD, the pain boy of the squad. And yeah, Grimgor is actually my favorite too. I don't know a whole lot about orc characters, and so just having a big strong orc with like a great weapon, magic weapon, just go around killing people has always seemed pretty funny to me. So, and then when that thing happened in Storm of Chaos, I was a little miffed.
We'll get to that in a second here. All right, and finally the frog.
Yeah, I'm the frog. I'll be playing Ed Aka, coming more from the 40k camp. I guess my favorite orc would be Gazgul Thraka, the big bad war boss. all time.
Do you do you know do you know Gazgul's full name by heart?
Oh, I do not.
Uh, I guess he's not really your favorite then. You lied to us.
I mean,
Damn.
I don't know any other orcs full names beyond that. He's
Well,
the one
yeah,
that
but
I can name.
he's got that long ass name like a Gazgul, Mad Uruk Thraka.
Mog
Something or other.
Raka. Yep. Mog.
Yeah, there you go. Like he said. Yeah, it's great. My favorite orc, I'm gonna throw two at you guys. First off, for 40k, it's gotta be Boss Snickrot, the commando character. Simply because it is the coolest fucking model ever. The fucking dog tag bracelet arm guard things he had from all the people he's fucking shanked, amazing. And like him like putting his finger up to whisper to be quiet while he's sneaking around, it's so orky. I would start a 40k orc army just to paint that model. And I think commandos are probably the coolest orc models that they've ever released in all their iterations. And in fantasy, I'm a fan of Grimgor, because in his lore, he's described as being so ultra violent that when he finally found a den of Skaven that literally had endless things to fight and kill, he was as happy as could be and he wasn't angry anymore. The thing with Storm of Chaos, not gonna lie, Sean, that miffed me too, because they took this character who's super violent. We're talking about a guy who starts killing his own men after like a day or two of not getting in a fight, right? Like, takes orc aggression to the extreme. He's fighting one of the biggest badasses in Warhammer, and he beats him, and he doesn't kill him. He just goes, "We the best," and leaves.
Yeah.
Like, no, he should have fucking chopped his head off with his own shield and then wore it like a hat. Like, that was dumb. But Grimgor does redeem himself in End Times. I know, boo his End Times. A lot of people aren't fans of that, but Grimgor does not disappoint when he gets infused with the wind of magic for the lore of beasts and becomes even more of a badass. And his last scene, I think, getting swarmed by Chaos Warriors and Skaven and shit as Middenheim is falling apart. So, yeah, I like Grimgor because he's a dude on foot and he has like 7 attacks, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Pretty
he doesn't
solid.
even need a mount to kick your ass, but unfortunately, kind of sucks in Warhammer Total War, so don't use him.
Rip.
Yeah. Well, when you're on foot, and you can't keep up with anybody. What's that? Oh, you're breaking up. One more time, Eric.
Do you read the 40k novel?
I've read some, not a lot. I've read about half the Horse Heresy and then a few others here and there.
Do you know the background behind Grimgor? No, Gazgul's new model.
Yes. Where he got his head cut off and they reattached it.
Yeah, by Ragnar Blackmane.
I thought that was fucking stupid. Not because I think Gazgul's a dumb character. I think he's cool, and I think the idea of an orc getting his head cut off and still being able to be put back to life. Actually, you know what? It's not even that makes me mad. It's Games Workshop's refusal to let go of the past and kill off characters and move on. Like,
Yeah.
It's way more interesting if he had gotten his head cut off and was dead, and then a new orc showed up to be the big badass, and that was like Ragnar's fucking, arch nemesis or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get we want a new model for him. He's had the same model since 3rd edition, and the models for both of them are so cool, right? There's no doubting that.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with Marnius Calgar, right? The guy's been in every edition of 40k. He's got like 5 different models, right? It's the same thing with Archeon. At this point, he's boring and overused, and now he's running around in Age of Sigmar with his 3-headed dumbass dragon thing, which should have 4 heads, but we couldn't have Slanesh back then for some reason. Like, it puts a sour taste in my mouth. Like, give us a new Lord of the End Times. Fucking kill off Abaddon. He's a dumb character. He's a fucking whiny little bitch. And all of a sudden, all this random Black Crusades, oh, it turns out there was a plan all along. That felt so contrived and so thrown together, it's not believable. Like, give us a new champion of chaos, right? And okay, I get it. We want to have a new model for Abaddon, right? Why the fuck is he as big as Gaskell? Like, he's not a Primaris Marine, right? All of a sudden, he's like twice the size of a Terminator. Like, they're just trying to keep up with their fucking model bloat, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, just give us a new character that actually is that size. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But
No,
yeah,
then you start killing off
kill
some
off-
of the old ones.
yeah, because they come up with all these other cool characters, right? Like, there's been new characters introduced to the lore that were cool. And look at the 7th edition Chaos Army book. You got the introduction of Festus, Valkia, the fucking Dragon Ogre Shaggoth guy, Kolic Suneater.
Yeah.
It was fucking cool, man. And instead, we're still fucking slapping around Archeon. Like, come on. You know? And then we introduce Volton. We try to give him 3 iterations in like less than a year, and then he disappears into the background fluff. It's just like, come on, guys, you can do better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give us a new champion of chaos. We better have Asavar cool when Old World comes out. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if we don't have Asavar cool, then why are we doing this? Why Games Workshop? You can fix it. Anyway. I could be here all night bitching about that shit, but we won't do that. So, rants aside, last we left, our orc boys had decided they had wanted to throw off the shackles of oppression and had fallen in line and backed everyone's favorite knob, Ironjaws, who is sick and tired of working for the rope trader and wants to be free, find the biggest and best fights, and, go do some crazy shit. And he's decided to lead the boys after crumping a few challengers to try to take over the ship and kill the rogue trader and break free. So, the group of you had hung around with Zingits and planned with ways to try to, Actually, do I have our little... Don't have our image here anymore. Hold on. Did it get deleted? Oh, you know what? I think it got deleted because of the update that messed everything up last week.
Oh.
I did recover everything, but I had to get rid of... I had to basically uninstall and reinstall everything.
Interesting, because it's rolled back the like journal stuff too, so
Yeah.
whatever notes there.
It was not playing very nice with a lot of stuff, and so rather than deal with that, however, I have the picture still saved on my computer, I think, so let me just re-upload it so you guys have... Oh, that's not it. Is this it? There we go. Okay. Just re-upload it here into Foundry, and then we can play the game. Save changes. Yes. Activate. Boom. There you go. All right. Can everybody see everybody's favorite ship layout?
I don't have access, or I don't have like a vision token.
Oh my
Need
god,
a token.
Foundry. No, you don't. You need this instead. Boom. I give you ship.
I still don't see anything.
Whoa. Oh, I love Foundry. The best thing ever. Right, hold on. There.
Yes.
Yes.
Success.
The ship.
Okay. Yeah, let's give it a real name here. It's not just ship. Okay, so you guys had spent some time learning the layout of the ship provided to you by Zingits and his grots, and you had basically tried to communicate and make plans with some of the other groups that are enslaved on the ship to try to help you with your prison break riot idea. So, that's what we're going to do tonight. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Dr. Peppa, you had spoken with the Eldari that are on the ship and work near the Geller Fields, and you had requested them to help you guys out, and they had struck a deal telling you that they had been betrayed by the Eldar that works for the rogue trader Imlorian, and that they want you to somehow bring him to them, and if you guys can pull that off, they will help you out. Hedaka, you had spoken with the Chaos Heretics that are enslaved and work in near the plasma drive thrusters, the engines basically, and they seemed keen to help get out and cause some havoc, but they want you to get them some tools they can actually get. They're basically forced into press gang, like chain gangs in this area. So they need tools or items so that they can actually break free and be able to take part. And then Bakhtar, you had spoken with the Kroot. You met the Kroot Shaper Karis, who agreed to help you guys. But you told him you would give them a signal, which you said would be an explosion, to let them know when they needed to start trying to fight back. And then finally, that leaves us with Gravescorcha. You had spoken with the Ogrins. You spoke with the Bone Ed, whose name was Gaz, and tried to convince him that him and his Ogrins need to help you fight, and they will get some great food for helping. They seem to like they might be a little confused on counting up to 3 days from now, but you felt like you got your point across, and hopefully your plan will work. So now is the time to make any last-minute preparations, and then we're going to see how all your prep work has helped out as you guys try to break out. So, anything I missed or anything else that we need to add or go over?
No, I think that was it.
Nope. I think we're square.
All right. Well, then what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of these and see how they fare out. So these will have a variety of little like mini games or mini missions for each of you to accomplish. And the success of these will either help or hinder your overall plan and your escape attempt. And if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, the plan is to cause some sort of distraction so that they hopefully open the door into this area that you guys are kept in, and use that as a chance to break free with what weapons and equipment you guys have managed to smuggle in here. And then you guys will begin your ascent to the bridge and your various other tasks to get everyone else into the rebellion. Is that correct?
I think the fight breaking out and them opening the door was the backup in case our Grot friend Zingits couldn't open the door, right?
I thought his was the backup plan, but I could be mistaken. Maybe it was Zingits and then Breakout?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we wanted to try to hack open the door if possible.
Okay, so we're not going to start with an explosion. We're going to start with trying to be subtle and then default to violence. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
All right, that probably makes a little more sense.
For prison break, yeah.
Do we have squigs? I don't know if we.
Yeah, you've got a few squigs, because squigs are also like a food source for orcs.
Mhm.
So the Gretchen like grows squigs and fungus, and like that's your primary food.
Is there like a kennel or like some sort of like, or are they just kind of wandering around the?
Well, there's
our
always
area?
one wandering around, bouncing around here and there, but yeah, for the most part, there's like an area where they kind of graze, quote unquote.
Okay.
You know, because
They
basically
were-
squigs hang out in the refuse of the orcs. So like wherever you guys like put all your garbage and basically like the area that you guys use for like your cesspit, that's where they hang out and that's where they grow. So there's probably a disgusting corner of the plasma drive room where they fester.
Were we also thinking about getting to the armory?
Yeah,
I
after
think-
we the armory is like the goal.
I think the plan was to get out and then go to the armory as your first stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
and then set off an explosion to alert the Kroot, and then go from there.
Yeah. And then the Ogrins will perfectly be fighting 3 days to the T, to the dot.
Yep.
Absolutely. This is great. Cool.
Okay.
So we could just go like past that part then.
Yeah. So you're fighting the rogue trader, and things are going pretty well.
Hey, shoot out the airlock. Fuck.
And who wants to play Alien? Game over. There's a few. We're gonna do a few things first to see how these work out. So let's start off with. I think the most important one here is going to be for Dr. Peppa. Obviously, you can have the other characters help you with this, but this is your task to kind of complete. Right. So you've made a deal with the Eldari. Their leader's name is Athanil, and he has requested that you bring the traitor, as he seems to have called him, Imlorian, to you guys. From what you've gathered is Imlorian sold them out somehow to the rogue trader, and in return now he is one of the rogue trader's inner circle, but the rest of his people or his crew that he was with are now slaves on this ship. So they want you to try to get Imlorian and bring him to the Gellerfield area so they can extract their revenge. How do you want to go about trying to accomplish this?
Oof. So I guess because we can't really do it when we're actually in the middle of the breakout, because we want them helping us.
Yeah, this is one of the things you're going to try to do in you've got 3 days. This is one of the things you're trying to prep and get done before the riot starts.
Gotcha. So I guess because it would have to be, I would want to try to lure him into the Gellerfield area, either with like a message or something in the Eldari language. I would just ask Zingits to get a message from them so that we could try to lure him there, and then have them jump him.
Okay. What is the message gonna say?
Probably just something cryptic in his language, like "We know what you did, and we will find you." Something like that.
Well, I need something specific here, because this is, we'll obviously have Zingits to help try to get the message to and from. You can, you've got ways to communicate with the Eldari, so they can actually write the message or translate it for you, what have you. But yeah, you're going to need to tell me exactly what it says to try to, get him down there.
Okay.
And other players, you are free to help out as well here if you have any ideas.
Yeah, if y'all got any ideas.
Has he ever visited the orcs for any reason?
No.
No.
No, you've only seen him in passing occasionally.
Okay.
Do we know anything about the Eldari?
The Eldari in general or Imlorian?
Either. The Eldari as a species versus, I guess, if we know anything specific about him.
Why don't you each give me a scholar test?
Okay. Hey, actually, I have 5 in this. I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
As the medic.
Is it always base 3?
Yes, and also be sure you guys reset your wrath to 2 if you have not already.
Oh, wow, Scorcha.
Oh, wow.
All right,
it's critical. Wow. Double 6s for Loktar. Or I should say 2 successes for Loktar. Wow, double sixes for Scorcha. Wow, you guys are educated.
All of us passed, actually. Fucking kings.
Everybody rolled a 6. Wow. And 2 criticals right off the bat. Look at that, 2 glory right to the pool. Okay.
What can I do with shift again? I can find out more or something.
Well, if you shift, oh yeah, you actually can shift because you have enough successes. So, it's you can either shift for glory, or you can shift to get extra information or do your test better or faster.
Okay, I'll get more, maybe more information.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Everybody can ask one question about what you want to know, and I'll tell you what you guys have determined, either through your experience or through Zingitz and his boys spying for you.
Something he greatly desires. What is something Amori greatly desires?
That is a good question. Let's go to the character sheet.
Yeah.
You know that one of Imlorian's biggest goals, his greatest desires, is to try to restore the glory of the old Eldar Empire. In order to do this, he has often been like a treasure hunter, searching for artifacts and lore and knowledge that he thinks might be able to help him, make some sort of catalyst to that goal. Whether it's repopulation, repopulating since the Eldar are kind of a dying species, or maybe something a little bit better than the spirit stones that they use for their whole infinity circuit thing. But yeah, that would be like kind of his long-term ambition, his pipe dream. That would be it.
Okay, cool.
Good to know. That sort of dovetails into the sort of thing I wanted to ask, which is, would the rock that we brought up from the surface interact, I guess, in a noticeable way with either Amorian or the Eldari generally? Like,
well, you do know that the Eldari are a psychically gifted species pretty much throughout. Obviously, some of them more so than others, just like with other species. But from what you've gathered, every Eldari is psychically attuned in some way to some small extent. So yes, you do think that it could affect any of them in some way. You know that they experience emotions a lot more intensely than other species. And so, being attuned to the warp and things like that, it's not necessarily that they have like special powers. It's just more the way that they perceive and interact with emotions or experience emotions that kind of gives them that psychic touch. So yes, you do think that it could affect them in some way.
nice. Because yeah, I think.
I got a question. Oh, go on.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is with our interaction been planet life.
You're breaking up again, Eric.
Damn it.
You wanna do a restart, and we can let Kyle ask his question. Well, and now, yeah, dude, you're all twisted.
You're doing the robot.
Twisted.
I mean, I can go.
All right, yeah, we'll let Eric get his stuff sorted out here.
Okay. So I guess my sort of question would be, is there a way Zingitz or any other of his like little dudes, can they look up maybe more. Like, would they be able to hack into any sort of database to try and figure out any Eldari weakness?
Yeah, they could certainly try. What specifically are you looking for?
Well, so the whole goal is to capture this person, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, kind of thinking in game it would be wise to make sure we would be at an advantage knowing their weaknesses, like in a battle, like in a fight.
Okay. Let me see here. What would be appropriate for that?
I suppose if it were to help be more specific, probably more the punching and the stabbing.
Like
'Cause
physical weaknesses?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's probably what we'd have at our disposal.
Okay. All right. Well, let me do a tech test here for him. See how his hacking goes. Okay. Well, he's got a critical success. What Zingitz is able to discover for you guys is that the Eldar seem to be a fairly frail race, especially kind of in the equivalent of a human. So they're not physically tough. They don't seem to have any special resistances to like the cold or disease or fire or anything like that. Nowhere near as hardy as like an orc or an ogrin or the Kroot. They are generally very fast, very graceful, very quick on their feet, and very nimble. And yeah, most of them tend to be somewhat psychically touched in some way, shape, or form. And usually about average strength. You know, nothing pathetic, but nothing outstanding either.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. Eric, are you back yet? Oh, I see a muted mic.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello? Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The site hasn't come up yet, but I'm working on it. So my question is, in our interactions with him, did he seem overly aggressive, like easy to bait, kind of prideful?
Let me check something on his character sheet, because his accomplishments and stuff. I mean, he definitely seems to be a bit arrogant in the fact that he somehow pulled one over on his old crew, and they're all slaving away while he's, you know, kind of at the upper echelon of the ship. You haven't been able to discern or discover exactly what happened or what went down, but that, yeah, he seems to occasionally lord that over the other Eldar.
Okay.
All right. So I was thinking one question, or the question we might be able to, or the statement we might be able to bait him with, boys, is something like, we have knowledge related to the revival of your species. If you want to learn the secrets, come to the Geller Field. I mean, we are orcs, so it's not going to be too sneaky, but...
And, like, who are you saying this is from? Like a just mysterious message?
Yeah, in the Eldari language, if we can get it written in that, otherwise in whatever works.
Okay. And when you say we, do you like identify who we is?
No. I guess it would just be I instead of we.
Okay. All right.
Does that work, boys? Think that'll work?
Yeah, I mean, let's take it to the group here. If you guys have any other
Yeah.
suggestions.
I think that's the way to go for this group.
If it doesn't work, oh well. We have other allies that hopefully will help.
Okay. So you want Zingets to try to get this message to him and see if he takes the bait.
Yeah.
Okay then. What I would like you to do is to give me a cunning test, and you can have +2 dice. One from Zingets, helping you get the message to and from, and one from the Eldari, who will help you translate the message so it looks legit.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see what we got, boys.
A critical complication.
Okay, so I want to use some wrath on that.
All right. You got plenty of glory too, so.
Yeah. All right. So, and then I guess I will. Oh, the dice no longer show up at the bottom. Okay.
Oh, you know what? That's because I don't have the thing turned on, because I had to reinstall everything, that's why.
Okay. I'll just
Hold on.
still type the roll or no. Oh.
It should be there now. There you go. Once you all load back in.
Yep.
I didn't have it turned on, that's all.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it is there.
Oh, those dice. Gotcha.
Right. Just roll one for the. Did it show up?
Oh, I don't see anything extra.
Well, it swapped one of the ones to like a 2 briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
see the wrath or the glory roll.
Okay, I just manually did it, so I got a 6.
Okay. Well, you've got 4 icons then, so you pass the test.
Nice.
Okay, take some meta currency, but you do get through that. And let me. Can you reduce the glory, or do I need to do that?
I don't think I can do it. Do
Okay.
you want me to roll my complication as well?
Yeah, go ahead. I think I accidentally did that, but yeah, go ahead and roll. Machine spirits. Some technology in the scene malfunctions. Okay. I have an idea for that. We'll do something different. So, you do get the message to him, and I'm going to roll to see if he buys into it or not. Does he bite? Is the question here. Let's see. You did cunning. I guess another cunning would be. See if he kind of figures if it's a fake or not. Let's see what he gets. He only has 2 successes, so he. All right, so he bites.
Nice.
So, Zingets has hacked into a servo skull so that you guys can basically monitor where Imlorian is going. And you guys are watching on this camera as, you eventually, maybe there's some correspondence back and forth, but eventually you realize, Zingets comes running to, he's like, hey, boss, I think he's going there. So, he's on the move, and it looks like he's going to make his way down to the Geller Fields. So what are you going to do?
Is there a way we can let the Eldari know?
Yeah, are you hoping that they can, they're going to snag him?
Well, we're still locked up in the room, so we can't really snag him, right?
Well, you might be able to sneak a few people out to do it, but
Yeah, hey, if a few of us orcs can sneak out and beat the shit out of this Eldar, let's do it, boys.
All right. So we'll say Peppa, you and Zingitz, and I'll let you take one other character with you. Can try to pull this off.
I think it's got to be Eric, since Lokhtar is pretty broly in melee, and I'm definitely not.
Okay.
If Lokhtar wants to come, obviously.
Oh yes.
Nice.
All right. So through some very sneaky paths that Zingitz and his orcs or his boys have managed to find, map out, you guys are able to get to an area where you're hoping you can get the jump on him when he's more or less alone. However, as you guys get to the spot and you've got the servo skull with you, or the little camera feed that you're watching, the camera feed cuts out and you do not have any visual on Zingit's little device. This is your complication.
No.
So you guys are basically like, maybe in some sort of vent shaft, ready to like jump out into the one of the hallways. But you're not exactly sure. You kind of lose track of him after he goes around a corner. You don't have eyes on him anymore.
Okay. Can we listen for him?
Sure. Give me awareness tests, please.
Okay.
Wow.
Another complication.
All right. You got some stuff there, though. You got a shift.
Yeah.
Lokhtar, you can make an awareness as well.
I have to log out and log back into the foundry.
Okay. All right.
I will shift for more information.
Okay. So you can definitely, as you guys get out of the vent, you recognize what you were looking on the servo skull, and then actually you then also hear and then see the servo skull, and you see it just as it goes around the corner, probably following him and following the last directions that Zingitz gave it. So you see it just as it kind of goes around the corner, and you hear it as it floats by.
Okay. Damn, Lokhtar.
Wow, another shift as well. Okay.
Better boys.
I'll just shift to glory.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys can do that on your end, right?
I think so. That's what I'm trying to do.
Highlight the 6 and then right click on it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, you guys both see and hear, and you guys are pretty sure you know which direction he's going in.
So let's sneak up on him and jump him.
All right. Well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to need some stealth tests.
Okay. Let's.
I may want to leave them behind for this.
Oh?
See you?
Yeah. Hey, man. I trust you.
Let me get a start. If I can get them pinned, you guys jump in.
Got it.
Zingitz gives you a little salute. All right. And as Lokhtar starts to creep into the hallway, Zingitz looks to you, Pep, and he goes, "So, how many teeth before you want to bet he comes back or not?"
I'll bet 3 teeth he comes back.
All right, I got you 3 that he's that's the last we saw him.
All right.
Oh, another critical. Wow. All right.
Yes.
Well done. And a pat. Well, he got 3. Okay, this is an opposed test, so.
No, he got 5 successes.
We have 5 successes.
If you shift though, those successes they don't go towards your roll.
Oh, I didn't shift anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, because it's critical. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of two different things. You have 5 successes here. Do you want to use any wrath? You're good at that. It's going to be opposed.
Wrath rerolls.
All the failures.
Failures.
Rerolls. Yep.
Yeah, I'll reroll the failures.
Okay. Whoa!
Oh my god, dude.
So
Wow.
many sixes.
Wow.
I am the knight.
This is wild.
10 successes, people. We got a bat orc over here.
So
All right.
glad I brought Lockdown.
Yeah, so he steps out and he does not make a single noise. Not a single piece of his equipment shifts or, jingles or anything like that. And pretty soon he's gone. And you're like, oh yeah, he's gone. Like you're like about ready to hand the teeth over to Zingitz. He's like, yep. He's definitely not going to hear from him again. Loktar, a good thing with your roll there, because he had 5 successes on. I'm sorry, he had 6 successes on his awareness test. So good job with the wrath there. So you're sneaking up, and you are moving quickly. You turn around a corner. You can see him a little ways down the hall. He's walking at a normal pace. Doesn't seem to know you're there. And as you are making your way up to try to get behind him, you get about 2/3 of the way there, and unfortunately Sean's complication from his other role is going to come into place here. A bulkhead door closes behind him in between you and him.
Okay, I'm gonna look around and see if there's another way through. I'm assuming it's all like coded. I can't just open it.
Give me a investigation. Right? Ooh. Wow.
Dang. Another critical. God
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Well done, sir. Okay, well, yeah, you look around and you see there is like an override panel. It's kind of like hidden in the door. There's like a little like camouflaged panel almost. It looks like it's just part of the door, but then you realize you like slide it or flip it open, and there's like a little tiny like terminal that you can access.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to open it.
Okay.
How far are we from? Am I from the others?
Oh, like, maybe 20, 30 yards.
Okay. I'm
I'm sorry, say again?
gonna go back and get the others.
Okay. Yeah, they're sitting there. It looks like they just took a bet on whether or not you're going to come back alive.
And I reach for the
Yeah, Sid gets grumpily hands over the 3 teeth.
and there we go.
Bet against me. I'm gonna smack Zingitz.
He's used to it.
Oof.
Yeah. Lost him behind a bulkhead, but I had an override.
Yeah, and I suppose you need me to fix it, right?
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, no respect. All right, let's go.
Get moving.
And he scuttles out and scurries over towards the door, and he starts messing around. You see he takes out some little tool and starts poking away at the controls. Let's see if he can get through the door here for you.
Can I assist him? I also have tech.
Yes, you may. He got a critical as well.
God damn, okay.
I crushed it. Okay.
Maybe I don't need the help. All right.
I love that. Yeah, I don't need to get out of here. You already got my teeth. I don't need any more from you.
Okay.
And yeah, he quickly hacks in and opens the door, and you see an empty hall ahead of you that has a T intersection. Well, that's just great. And he kind of gives a sweeping gesture, like, after you to Locktar in particular, like, all right, I did my part, now you go do yours. You're muted, Eric.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
fine. Out of the way.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh.
breaking up again.
Guys, I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
go left.
Left? Okay. Give me an awareness roll. Ooh,
Damn.
another complication. Do you want to use a wrath here or glory?
Ooh, I'll use a glory.
Okay. Roll another d6. Wah, wah. Nope. Okay. So, you get around to this T intersection. You look to your left and right. To your left, you see another bulkhead door a little ways down the hall. To your right, the hallway stretches on. You don't see anything. However, you do see the servo skull is over by the door, and you notice that it turns around and it starts floating over towards you, and you realize that it's probably scanning you or investigating you.
The one
What do
we
you do?
were following?
You're assuming so. You're not really sure. You mean you didn't have a chance to like thoroughly look at it, so they all kind of look the same to you.
I'm gonna try and crush it.
Okay, let's get some do I have any sneaky music here we can use? Let's see. How about this? Let's see what that is. Okay, give me a. Are you trying to crush it with your bare hands?
Yes.
All right, give me a weapon skill test to see if you can grab it. And I will give it a little bit of a dodge roll here. Okay, opposed test. You have 3. Do you want to use any wrath or glory?
I'll use another glory.
All right.
You have to take those away, Chris.
Okay. It's 2. Okay. Good choice. That is another success. You have a total of 4. It had 3. You reach out. It tries to kind of float away, but you're very quick. Snag it between the 2 claws. Go ahead and give me a strength test. See if you can disable it. Another critical. Incredible.
I'm my man.
All right. So you very quickly grab it. You jam your thumb claws into the eyes, and then just crush this thing. And it doesn't get completely smashed or fall to pieces, but it starts to spark and smoke a little bit, and it clearly powers off.
Okay, I'm gonna set it down on the ground.
Okay. Peppa, what are you and Zingitz doing? You see him get to the T intersection, and then he quickly darts down the left side hallway.
Can I listen down the right?
Oh yeah, you'd probably hear him when he smashes the thing.
Okay.
It's not super loud noise, but it's audible enough because you're the only ones in the hall right now.
Okay. I'll be following closely behind, just letting him sort of lead the way.
All right. You see Zingitz and Peppa poke their heads around the corner.
Oh, I'm gonna wave the servo skull at them, and before I set it down.
Zingitz says, "Well, what'd you do that for?"
It was scanning me.
Oh, great. Oh, Mr. Invisible over here. Oh, they're gonna have guards on us in no time. Where'd he go? What? Say again?
You're welcome to take the lead.
Oh, hey, this was your ideas.
Did
My
you say there was
idea.
a doorway, Chris?
There's a door to the left. There's another bulkhead door. To the right is an empty hall that stretches on for quite a ways.
Let's see if we can find a way past this bulkhead door, boys.
Zingitz grumbles and
I'll shower him with some tea. Pay him for his duties.
Oh, he eagerly does that with a +1 bonus.
I will remove one of
oh my
them.
God, he gets 9 successes.
Dang! They're rolling so hot tonight.
Yeah,
boys.
he enthusiastically runs towards the door and instantly gets it open for you. So flawlessly that you think maybe he was not doing his full capacity on the last door. It's so perfect and quick. And when the door opens, you do see a little ways down the hall, you can see Imlorian, and it looks like he's coming up to another bulkhead door, which you realize is going to be the entrance to the Gellerfield area. He's almost there.
All right, we gotta get him, boys.
Yeah, you see Zingit's like, go, 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 and he's like pointing to you, Loktar.
Alright, I'm gonna, I guess, chase after him.
Just full on sprint.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if he's that close to the door, we got to stop him. If whether he sees us or not isn't a big deal anymore.
Okay. Then please go ahead and roll me initiative.
I mean, yeah, if we're just sprinting, I'll come with him.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if I'm, but I only have a 1 dice for initiative, so let's do this.
Let me.
Shit.
Hold on. I just.
Are you gonna put us on the board?
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to do that, don't we? Zingitz. Eldar. Eldau. And Orcs. There you go. Okay. Alright, let's get a little bit more exciting music here for this as you rush down the hall and hope that this doesn't fail. Do this one here. Okay. All right. At initiative 4, Imlorian is first. He hears you sprint down the hall, Loktar, and he turns, surprised to see you. He doesn't have his helmet on. Surprised to see you, though, and you see that he unholsters his rifle and takes aim at you to open fire. And let's see if I remember how to do this. We're going to target you. Boom. And then he's going to open up with his... What has he got? A Las Blaster. I don't know what the fuck that is, but...
Yeah.
Oh, these laser-powered assault weapons are psychically attuned crystal prisms to focus brilliant beams of punishing light along their reflective barrels. When discharged, they lance clean through their targets in blood-speckled display of chromatic beauty and annihilation. Okay. So I guess it's like a mini prism cannon? I'm not terribly familiar with Eldari weapons, so I apologize for all of our Eldar fans out there. Well, fuck it. He's shooting. How do we do an attack roll? Here we go. Boom. Well, he hit. He's got 2 shifts, which he will definitely put towards damage. Because orcs are loose. And he's going to roll. Okay, it's not annihilating. It is 8 damage. There is no AP.
It should
What
be
does
good.
assault do? Optimized for fire. Oh, that's you can fire while moving. Okay. All right. Well, he shoots you with his Las Blaster and does 8 damage.
Okay.
Does that
and how
even
do
do anything to you?
I don't know. How do I
Under-
do this? I haven't taken damage yet.
Oh, Mr. Oh, wow.
Under
Big-
combat,
Yeah,
you're gonna have a
big-
resilience.
Fucking big shot over here doesn't take damage. Yeah, I wonder why. You take your resilience on your combat tab and you reduce the damage by your resilience.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm
and then
good.
you take the rest as
I-
wounds, or you can, is it spend a point of shock to do a determination roll? I always forget how this works. Hold on. Matt, you're my rules genius. You should know all these by heart.
No, not that one.
Okay, well, we're going to learn. You got to learn today. Because I don't think anybody's done this yet. That's actually worth knowing. Determination. Okay, 196. I'm so old school with my actual book in hand. Just can't help it. All right, so you can roll determination whenever you suffer one or more wounds to convert them into shock. You roll a number of dice equal to your toughness. Every icon you roll reduces the number of wounds you suffer by 1 and causes you to suffer 1 shock. So it doesn't cost shock to do this anymore like it used to in the old edition. And the big reason to do this, obviously other than to reduce damage, is because remember, if you have at least 1 wound on you, you get the wounded trait, which means all the DNs of all your tests go up by 1. So if you want, Eric, it did 8 damage, your resilience is 5, so it's down to 3 damage. If you want, you can... Do you have to do anything to do this? No, it's just a thing you can do. You can roll a number of dice equal to your toughness, and for every success you roll, you reduce the damage by 1, but you take 1 point of shock damage. It looks like
What
your
does shock
character has a
damage
total
do?
shock of 4. So if you get enough shock equal to what your shock value is, you become exhausted, which is bad. It's like mental fatigue.
Okay, I'll use a shock to reduce tough.
Okay, so roll your toughness value. And then for every icon you have... Okay, so you rolled 2 icons. So you reduce the damage by 2, which means you still take 1 point of damage. And then you take 2 points of shock damage because you absorbed 2. And if you should ever get exhausted, here's what it does. On your turn, you can only walk or crawl, perform a basic combat action, or fall back. Additionally, you may no longer make determination rolls. Any shock suffered by an exhausted character is immediately converted into mortal wounds. Yep. So, yeah, being exhausted is like fatigue in fantasy, but worse.
Okay.
Okay. And it should have given you the wounded effect. It did. Okay, perfect. Zingitz is next. He clearly doesn't want any part of this. He's going to make a stealth test to hide somewhere. Which he does. He gets as a critical. Enjoy the wrath as he dives into another vent. Or enjoy the glory. And Laktar, you're up.
All right. Do I have enough? Is he close enough that I can get in close with him?
Oh yeah. As he shoots, he says probably something along the lines of, "What are you doing out of your pen?"
What's wrong? I fears. Not afraid of a little fight. I'm gonna try and stab him with my chopper.
All right, go for it. I'm just checking his talents here. Oh, he's got some wrath. And what does this do? Okay, so he has an ability called sidestep. Oh, did you target him?
Oh no! Shit.
Okay, you need more successes than that to hit him. He is defense 7.
Okay.
You want to use a wrath point?
Yep.
What about a glory now?
You could use a glory too. You need 1 more success.
All right, I'll use a glory.
Another 6. Okay. So he has an ability called sidestep. You have a practice ability to evade harm in close combat. You can use sidestep as a reflexive action whenever you are attacked in melee and aware of the attacker. I'm sorry. You must declare sidestep before they make their weapon skill test. Okay, that's my bad. When you sidestep, you gain double rank bonus to defense and resilience for the purpose of resolving the attack. You can only sidestep once per round. Okay, well, I didn't do that before, so I won't do it now. Okay, when you catch him off guard, you score a hit. If you want to shift that 6 for damage, you may do so, and then go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, 11.
And then
sorry,
the
that
shift would make it.
Yeah, the shift would
What's
make
that?
it. Shift would make well. It doesn't look like it's adding my Brutalist talent, which gives me an additional +1.
Did you actually shift the dice on your test before you rolled?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so remember you guys can do that. You can right-click and do shift for damage. So roll an extra d6, because that's what it does. It gives you another extra damage die to roll.
Oh,
It doesn't automatically become a damage, it gives you an extra dice, so that one fails. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, what else is it doing?
I have the Brutalist talent that gives me +1 damage to all my weapons. In melee.
In melee. Your weapons gain the brutal trait. If you make a successful melee attack with a weapon that already has brutal, you deal additional. Okay. And brutal is... Oh, so what brutal does is your extra damage dice have a chance to do extra damage. So, let's take a step back here just so everybody understands the hell I'm talking about. So, if you look at a weapon, okay, it will say ED. That stands for extra damage die. That is the number of dice you roll to see how much extra damage you might do with an attack. So if we look at a Choppa, its base damage is 7. That's probably with your strength value, I'm assuming. Let me just check here. Hold on one second. Yeah, so a Choppa is base strength 3. Since it's a melee attack, you're adding your strength, so it's doing base damage 7, so that's correct. And then you have an ED of 3, so that means you roll 3 extra dice. You rolled 4 here, so I think it did count your shift. Unless there's an extra damage dice coming from another ability that I'm not aware of.
Probably WOG.
Oh, the WA, that's on the weapon, right?
Yes.
Oh, if you're an orc, you gain 1. Okay. So that makes sense. So it rolled the 4 extra dice, and then normally a 4, 5, or 6 adds 1 extra point of damage. A 1, 2, or 3 does nothing on the ED dice. However, you have Brutal. What Brutal does is instead of a 4, 5, 6, a 3 and 4 inflict 1 point of damage. A 5 or 6 inflict 2 extra points of damage. So since you have Brutal and you rolled 2 6s, those each do 2 extra damage instead of 1 extra damage. For a total of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It did count it correctly.
Okay.
Okay, wow, that's fucking baller ability. Okay. He has a resilience of enough to reduce that. He's going to attempt to, well, not reduce all of it. He does take damage. He's going to roll his toughness to try to soak some of that. He soaks 2. He rolled 6. So he takes 2 points of shock. Reduces the damage by 2. So you catch him off guard, Loktar, but it seems like his armor and his split-second reaction at the end there, he grits his teeth, and you score a hit, but you don't break through any of the armor. He does not take any damage from that after the shifting. But he looks stunned and surprised that you hit him and you acted so quickly. Peppa.
And it's
you're
too
up.
late for this, but I have the silent type that allows me to move at full speed stealthily.
Oh,
So
well,
I
I'll
didn't
tell
do
you
that.
what. Well, you know what? I forgot to do his sidestep thing, so I guess it's a wash. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I was just pointing it out for future.
Yeah, good to know. Yeah. I mean, I could make an awareness test here, but fuck that. We're not going to go back. Okay. Also, I think you have done your wounds wrong. I think your wounds should say 1 of 9. Because if you look at your health bar, it shows that you have, like, almost no health left on your token.
Okay, I'll fix that.
Yes, you start at 0 wounds, and then it goes up to your maximum.
Got it.
I think yeah, okay. Peppa, MD.
Peppa MD is going to run up, and he is going to try to grapple.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know how that works in this game, so...
It just says an opposed strength test with an engaged target. If you succeed, they are restrained. Page 188.
Okay, I'm sorry, an opposed what test?
Strength test.
Okay, I will give you +1 because you have Loktar there next to you. So he's fighting 2-on-1 right now.
Nice.
And can he use his talent here? Let me see. Does this count as a melee attack of any sort?
I don't know.
What does it say?
Opposed strength. It's melee options, but it says opposed strength test with an engaged target.
Okay, I think then it counts as a melee attack. So he will try to use his sidestep here and duck under you as you... So when he uses sidestep, he can use this once per round. He gains plus double rank to his defense and resilience. So his rank is only 1, so double that is 2. So he boosts his defense and resilience by 2. So his defense is 9. But this is an opposed strength test, right?
Correct.
Oh, so that doesn't matter. I guess he's not going to use that because it won't matter. All right. He has 1 success.
I have 2 successes.
Okay. Well, you've grabbed him.
And he is now restrained. I don't know what that does.
Oh boy. Which one of these tokens is that?
Page 188. Yeah, that's a good question.
Hold on, let me start looking through all these fucking tokens. Prone, poison, pinned, on fire.
It's the net with
The
Or
net?
It's the second net. There's 2 nets. Why are there 2 nets? It's the second net.
Because they couldn't come up with a better one.
Okay.
You're bound possibly by some sort of entangling weapon or a good old-fashioned net. While restrained, you can't use your movement and your defense is reduced by 2.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's really good. So he's defense 5 right now. Okay. Well, he is going to spend... So what does he have to do to break out of this, Sean?
It doesn't say. I assume it would say in the restrained rules.
Well, luckily I'm on that page in the rulebooks. Let's find out.
Nice.
What page was the grappling on?
188. Oh, grappling. I'm not in the rulebook for grappling. I'm just using the quick reference guide.
Okay. Once grappled, a character is restrained and may only use one-handed weapons. To break free, you must succeed on an opposed strength test using a combat action. You may attempt to grapple multiple targets using a multi-action, and if you have different sizes, that matters. Okay. All right. He will draw his weapon with his free hand. He's got some sort of like sword, and he will try to break free with just a strength test. He's not going to strike out yet.
Okay.
Oh, I should have did that privately. Well, he's got 3 successes on his strength test.
Oh.
Ooh, and you have a complication. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what the complication is. Some technology malfunctions. Okay. Well, he breaks free. He basically.
Can I re-roll that with Wrath? It
Yeah,
won't affect the complication, but still, we can get 2 6s.
Oh, so close.
And then we'll add
A glory.
a glory. Yeah.
Okay.
You a wizard?
A 3 power of 5, so 3 successes.
All right. Okay, so you're struggling. He's fighting off pretty well. You do manage to keep him held in place. Or no, do we have a tie, don't we?
I guess, yeah.
Let's see. It says he must succeed, so he's got to get higher than you. So yeah, you hold him in place. For your complication, though, he tries basically the classic backing you up into a wall, and he does manage to smash you into the wall, and the back of your head clangs on there, and you take a wound from that.
Oh, okay.
It's a loud clang on the back of your head. All right. Zingitz is hiding somewhere. Loktar?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try and stab him again.
Okay. So he is, go ahead and target him. He's defense 5 now instead of 7. Actually, hold on. Make sure I've got, before you attack him, let me actually put the restrained thing on him. Okay, it did it. So you should be able to target him, and it should do it all correctly.
God damn, you didn't even need my help, actually.
Wow, 7 successes. Okay, do you want to? If you want to shift those, go ahead. Do you see on the screen, Eric, where you can shift them to do the extra damage?
It says he has 0 shifts possible. Let's say
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm still figuring this out.
Okay.
Don't
I was trying, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not working.
Yeah, no, you're correct. 9 damage. His resilience is 9. So he just takes a point of shock instead, because you equaled his. And you can see he's getting a little roughed up, but he's still going here. And it is Peppa's turn.
Alright, I will pull out my syringe, and I'm gonna start jabbing him in the fucking body.
Unhand me, you brute!
Let's see.
I'm just gonna drug him and drag him off to the Eldar. Oh, it's funny.
3 successes. I do not get that.
Do you want to use Wrath, or?
I'm out of wrath.
Oh, okay. Good. Let's drain that meta currency. All right, on his turn, he is going to try to strike out at you, I think. Yeah, he's got a one-handed weapon. It's called a Void Saber. I guess he would try to stab Loktar, because Loktar's in front of him. You still got him, like, pinned up, so he'll take an attack on Loktar here. And where is good old Void Saber? Here we go. I don't know what this thing is. Let's see. He has a hit. And it... Oh, there we go. 15 damage, AP 3, brutal, and parry. Oh, he can parry, too. Oh, that's why his defense is so high, because this gives him +1 defense.
Oh. Loktar, do you want to go into full defense so he doesn't hit you?
How do I go into full defense?
Hold on, let me find it. Damage and defense. Full round action, so it uses your full action. You roll your initiative dice pool, and every icon increases your defense by +1 until the end of your next turn.
It gives up his action for next turn, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a full round action.
It would be this turn, because he hasn't gone yet.
So, I mean, if you can survive 15, I can heal you, but 15's a lot of damage.
I cannot unless my shock absorbs.
It's because of the brutal trait, man.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to try that full defense.
All right. Again, what does it do, Sean?
So you roll an initiative test, and every icon increases your defense by +1. Hey.
Okay.
So now
that makes your defense
5. Well, what's your defense, Eric? Is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5.
And he had 4 successes. You dodge. He takes a swipe, like cuts the very tip of your ear off, but you do not suffer. That was a crazy roll. Oh, yeah, because he's got brutal, so that's 2, 4, 6. That was 7 extra damage from his extra damage dice.
Okay, jeez.
It basically doubled his damage, basically. Holy shit. Wow. All right, I guess we're not playing around.
No, we are not.
Tar! He's going for a kill shot.
Well, I just gave up my action, didn't I?
Oh, that's right, you did. All right. Peppa.
Um,
So you're like coaching Locktar through the fight.
Give him a jab in the face.
Bob and weave.
Yeah, bob and weave, son, bob and weave. All right, well, my defense is 1, so there's nothing I can do to not get hit whenever he decides to kill me.
Yep.
So we're gonna all-out attack this fool.
Okay, what does that do?
+2 bonus dice to all melee attacks.
All right, you have a one-handed weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
it's a severe shanking. Be sure you target him when you attack.
Yes, good point. Good point. That was bad.
A full-out shivving. Oh, incredible.
Okay.
The rest of these little side things won't take as long as this one. This is probably the most complex one, but
Is there any bonus for outnumbering him?
I'll give you +1, sure.
All right, sick. You fucking kidding me, game?
Yeah,
I
he
got
rolled 2 successes, so that's not a lot.
not a lot. Not a lot.
All right. Imlorian is gonna try to stab you. He like turns the blade around and tries to like stab behind him to hit you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right.
I'll make this a little harder for him
Nice.
because he is stabbing backwards. But you know, it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
5
Sheesh.
successes.
That's rough.
Would you like to do the all-out defense?
No, my initiative's the only one.
Well, you just gotta roll 6, bro. You'll be fine.
All right, sure. We'll fucking wing it here, boys.
Oh, okay, he's going for it.
Oh,
Nope.
let me try a glory. We got still like 4 glory.
5 glory, yep.
Okay,
Give it a
try
shot.
it here.
Oh, close. It's a
Close,
5.
but no cigar.
All right, you are hit. Oh, not nearly as bad. But it is AP 3. 11 damage, AP 3.
Okay, so resilience is 8, so that drops down to 5. And then I would take 6 damage. So, what was the taking shock?
Roll your toughness, and every icon reduces damage by 1, but you suffer 1 shock for every icon you roll.
Okay, so if I get 3 successes, I'm all. That's all my shock, and so then I would be exhausted.
Yes.
Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah. Ooh. I'll just take the wounds.
Okay, you take, what, 6 wounds then?
Yeah.
All right. Not an amazing hit, but it's a hit.
Is there a way we can disarm this guy, bro?
Locktar, there might be a combat action. It might be worth looking at.
Yeah.
How close are we to the Eldar we're supposed to get him to?
Maybe like 10 yards to the door.
I'm gonna yell, Zingits, open the door.
Give me a leadership roll. Or intimidate if you're like threatening him to open the door.
Well, let me see.
Whichever you would do in this situation.
I think
Why
I've...
not both?
They would go with intimidate. I've already been yelling at him all day.
Makes sense. You do not see Zingits anywhere. All right, what's it gonna be?
Should I just keep attacking him, I guess?
Do I know how to open the doors?
Yeah, probably. I keep in mind though that like you don't know what's behind the door, right? It could be a similar situation where like there might be guards in there. Because remember, you also were not the one that came up here, so you don't know the layout maybe as much as Peppa might.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because it's not necessarily that like I mean, you would know because you know that the heretics are like chained up. You don't know like if the Eldar might be in cells or like
okay.
separate rooms. It
Yeah.
might not be like a big open room like you guys have, so you don't know what's behind that door.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and cut him down again.
Okay. You can give yourself +1 because he is outnumbered.
That's what we want to see. That's what we want
critical
to
hit!
see.
Oh shit! Roll the damage. Roll the critical.
And do you want to shift for damage?
Yes.
Oh, that's well. Can he? Because he needs.
6.
He's defense 5 right now.
Oh,
And he's got
it's
8
just
successes.
possible.
Yeah, you can shift one of the 6s. Because any 6 that you shift goes away, gets deducted from your successes.
Right.
So that's why.
Okay, it's just okay because it's not letting me shift. Like when I right click it, nothing happens.
You have to left click it first to highlight the
Yeah.
6, and then right
Yeah.
click.
No, it's not doing anything. It's not giving me any options when I.
Is it getting hidden? Can you scroll up or down on the chat log? Is it getting hidden when you right click?
No.
Okay, well, I will shift it.
Oh. No, I got it.
Okay,
Shift damage. Okay.
there you go. So now roll the damage and then roll the critical. Okay, not great. Not great at all. Ew.
Yeah. Ooh.
And roll the critical, though. That might be the key here. Unspeakable carnage, a truly grievous strike. The attack is a terrifying display of martial prowess. A geyser of gore erupts from the foe's wound, and ragged remnants of their body strewn across the battlefield. The target suffers 6 mortal wounds. What?
Make
Wait.
that 7 because we should
How-
spend the glory here.
How is it a 6 on a D3? Oh no, it's
It's a roll. D3 plus 3.
Plus 3. Woof.
oh. Where does it say +3? I don't see that.
I'm just hovering over the dice symbol.
Oh, I see. Oh shit.
Way to go, boy!
+1 mortal wound for every glory you spend. Do you want to spend any glory to bump this up?
Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 on him.
Okay, so
How
down to
dead
3
did you
glory.
get?
So that's going to be 8 mortal wounds. Oh my. Well, he's not absorbing any of that. Well, he instantly, he's still going, but he looks like he is just about out of this fight as you wrench your knife right into his shoulder, and he screams in pain. Peppa, now's your chance.
Yeah, we can do it, boys. We'll try one more time to fucking stab him with my goddamn syringe.
All right, give yourself
Oh.
+1.
All out attack, baby. Fuck!
Oh no!
Oh my god.
What are you
Damn,
doing?
Peppa, nothing is going.
Oh, God.
You slip on the remains of the servo skull
Oh,
and you
no.
fall prone.
Does that drag him with me?
I think we'll do another strength test here to see if he breaks free or if you drag him down with you.
Okay.
He has 1 success. You drag him down with you. He is now prone as well. And you guys are rolling around on the ground.
You coming with me?
Yeah, he's going to try to break free at this point because he's getting a little worried. So
Okay,
give me another strength test.
All right.
2 successes. Oh, 2!
3 successes.
Oh man. All right. Well, he's yeah, he's like, you know, fighting and thrashing. Loktar, now's your chance. I'm sorry, I put you on the ground. Wrong guy. There we go. These
If-
tiny ass tokens. Oh, let's see what prone does. I'm sure that's bad.
Yeah, right.
Prone. You're knocked down. Your defense is reduced by 2 against any attack made within a threat of 5 meters or closer. Your defense is increased by 1 if you're attacked from 6 meters or further. So he is now -4 defense.
Yeah.
But it's not showing that on his character sheet.
Maybe
maybe
it'll show when he targets him.
Yeah, make sure you're right next to him just in case. When you target him, Eric, it should have him at defense 3. If it doesn't, you can go ahead and change it on your roll.
Okay, let me check.
I don't know if this thing can realize distances. I mean, I assume it does, right? Because we have the measurement table.
Yeah.
Is that the DN?
Yeah.
It says DN6.
Oh, yeah, because you're +1 because you're wounded. He's normally 5. Now it's 6. It should be down by 2 more, so he should be defense 4 for you right now.
Can you just
Okay.
manually make it 4 on your thing?
Yeah.
Eric?
You should be able to
Yeah, I
change it.
can.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And do I still get the +1 for...
Oh,
outnumbered?
yeah. I mean, he's... Yeah. You guys, like, he's sandwiched between the ground and you right now, like...
Hey!
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
go.
well, roll damage, please. Oh, boy. Okay. 9. His resilience is 9.
Damn.
Do you have any wrath or glory you want to use to try to bump that by 1 more?
Yeah, I'm going to do a glory.
Ugh.
Damn.
Okay, he takes another point of shock. He is not exhausted yet, but he's getting there. He's almost there. Peppa, this Eldar is a tough motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking apparently. Alright, we're gonna all-out attack this homie one more time.
I'm
Now
on
hold
the-
on. Oh, before you do that, you might want to check, does prone affect you in any way when you're attacking?
Oh, good point.
Hmm.
You're knocked down. Defense is reduced or increased. If you become prone while flying, you suffer fall damage.
I guess not.
No?
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's see.
So yeah, same thing. He should be defense 4 for you.
Okay.
He's got all the status effects.
Finally!
He did it! He did it, folks! He's the orc that could. Alright, roll damage. Now you gotta get past his resilience.
Yeah, that's fair. 9 damage. I will throw
well,
glory in that.
yeah, I was gonna say he's resilience 9.
Fuck.
Wah. Okay, however,
What's this poison 4 trait though? That's something, right?
he is now at full shock, so he is exhausted. Which icon is that? This one? Oh, here we go. Yeah, dude, he's got 4 status effects on him.
Nice.
He's pretty good at this game.
So he is poisoned.
Oh, what is that? What does poison do?
It doesn't tell me what poison does. It just says he's poisoned.
You can click on it on your combat tab on your weapon.
Right,
It'll
no,
look
so
up to
it doesn't tell me what the effect of poison does. It just says,
wait.
like, he's under the effect of poison. It's a DN4 toughness test to recover at the beginning of
Oh, here,
this
poison.
thing.
You've been inflicted with one of the galaxy's countless pathogens, plagues, or viruses. You could be suffering from neurotoxins injected into your system, alien acid splashed on you, or Nurgle's contagions. All of these dangers leave you poisoned. You suffer a +2 DN penalty to all tests while poisoned. Some poisons also inflict damage based on what they do. Some may affect your ability to function instead of or in addition to causing damage. The poison condition ends when you're treated with a Medicaid skill or you succeed on a toughness test at the beginning of your turn. Okay, well, he's poisoned, he's exhausted, he has no fatigue left, he has 1 wound remaining, he's restrained and grappled and prone. I think it's fair to say you have subdued this guy.
Thank God.
So at this point, he passes out or is just so weak from everything that he can't put up a fight anymore, and you have won. Congratulations.
Octar, take his fucking sword.
I'm gonna take his sword and put it in my belt.
Octar, take his fucking gun, whatever that thing was.
All right. You see Zingitz runs out from wherever he's hiding, and he grabs the pistol off of Imlorian's belt. And he grabs
Thanks for the
something else
help.
off his belt too. Hey, you guys did fine. Look, you're still standing. Can't say the same for him, and he like kicks his foot.
Where do we need to take him? Let's get this over with.
The door, it's right over here. Let's go. And he, long story short, you guys get him to Alathanil, who is actually quite surprised to see you guys again, and even more surprised when you bring him Imlorian. Yeah, he says, impressive. I guess you are serious about getting out of here.
Damn straight.
So are you with us?
He gives kind of an exasperated sigh, and some of the other Eldar around obviously are a little cautious about this alliance, but he says, unlike this traitor, I keep my word. We're in.
I'm gonna put my arm out to like shake his hand or however Eldar do it.
He regards your hand for a moment and then very slowly and cautiously extends his to shake. And then, you can tell him the specifics of what you want them to do or how. Yeah, basically he just needs to know what you guys want them to do and how you're going to let them know when to start.
Where are they on the path to everything?
They are in the Geller field, so they're off to the top left. So you'd have to make a bit of a break. Oh, the pings aren't on. Must be another module that's turned off. Or it's not even installed. Oops. Fix that later.
Rip.
Yeah, it's over here.
Okay.
So they're above and behind where you guys work on the ship.
Alright, well, I guess I want to tell him 3 days time. Wait, are we still 3 days out or are we 2 days out now?
It'll be 2 days, but
Okay.
we'll assume you give him the correct time. You're not an ogre.
Alright.
I won't make a test for it.
Yeah.
What do you want them to do? What's their part in this?
I think we discussed it last time. They were gonna cause issues and
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I have it here.
Yeah.
Because I made rules for all this. So, with a success, the Eldari will help with the attack. Their distraction can be used at any time during the prison break that the party seems fit. This will grant each of you a one-use bonus when you guys are during the prison type. Whatever test at any point, you can get a +6 dice bonus to one test. It could be during combat or during something else when you guys are trying to break out. We'll just say narratively, their distraction gives you an opportunity to pull something off.
nice.
Cool.
Like it.
And Imlorian, more importantly, is not going to be taking part in the rest of this adventure
Yeah.
as they drag off his unconscious form. And that is a good spot to take our break, so grab some Dr. Pepper and we'll be back with more orc shenanigans and void sabers.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
whatever
boy.
his rifle was as well. Yeah. Definitely need that bad boy.
All right, well, we're back. Imlorian has been sacrificed to the dark gods or something.
Our heel, baby.
Yeah, he did. So let's go on to the other three things you guys were going to do. Kyle, Gravescorcher, you
Yes, sir.
had told the Ogrins, the Bonehead Gaz, to be ready on the third day and to fight anyone and everyone, and they would get food. And I made you roll to see if you could get this order across to him, which you did fairly well. However, we have to basically see if he can remember and count to 3 and get this figured out.
Come on, man.
So please go ahead and roll me. You're going to roll for his intelligence.
Oh,
He
boy.
has an int of 4 because he's an Ogren bonehead. You know, normally Ogrens are like intelligence 1 or 2, but he's above the cut of the norm, and then he has a bonehead implant. So he's a whopping intelligence 4. Now, because you're the one that like gave him the order, I will allow you to use your own personal wrath or glory here if you need to on this roll to represent that you tried to explain it to him in a way that he could understand. So if you pass this test, then they will attack at the correct time. However, if you fail, we're going to roll to see if they attack earlier than 3 days or after the 3 days.
Okay. Okay, so the base is 4. You're saying
Yep. 4
Okay.
dice. It's DN3.
for intellect.
Yeah, just roll
Okay.
4d6.
Oh, DN3. Okay.
What the fuck? I can't even read those. 1 success.
Okay. We're gonna reroll.
All right, burning the
Reroll the
wrath.
failed. Yeah.
All you need is 1 6.
Oh.
God.
There it is. Okay.
Baby.
So Gaz remembers. He counts to 3. He's been practicing.
And a boy.
And he remembers when to pull off the attack. So they will do things when the time comes.
Excellent.
Told you this would be fast. Roll the count to 3. Next character. Very riveting gameplay here. Next are the Kroot. The Kroot are going to be during your breakout because you guys needed to signal them with an explosion of some sort. So we'll do that during the breakout. And the Heretics, Head Hacka, they needed you to get them preferably something like bolt cutters and or cutting torches so that they can actually break out of their chains and be able to freely move around the area that they're in and rise up.
Yeah.
So, yours won't be as complicated as what we did with the Eldari, but I need you to tell me how you want to go about trying to get them said items.
Yeah, I was hoping I could source a bunch of that from kind of my personal workshop and the other orcs that work on the engines, where we have like a lot of like wrenches and potentially, you know, welding torches or whatever else that might be out there, and just kind of scoop some of those up and, you know, just engineer some improvised choppas to fill in the gaps.
All right. Well, I think this would be a good time to try to use our rules to acquire stuff, acquisitions and such. So we're going to do a... what was it called? Was it influence?
Start with influence, and then have this.
How'd we do this last time, Kyle, with your Choppa stuff? What was it?
What do you mean to make it to have it come over to my character sheet?
No, like what we did some rolls to acquire war gear. Here we go, requisitioning war gear. Okay, so you're going to make an influence test here, Head Hacka. And since you are an orc, you can use your strength instead of your something. What is it? Big as beta? You can use strength instead of fellowship. Make an influence test.
Whoa.
That can't be right.
That was weird. It said 3. Wait, what?
Hold on.
Oh, DN base 3. That's what I did.
All right, give it another shot here.
Influence. Oh my gosh. There. Well, I think I have one of these. There. There we go.
Ooh, a complication, but you do pass. Anybody got a good complication we can come up with here? Otherwise, what else? Oh, you lose an item? Maybe we could do that too. Let's see, what do you got on your character sheet? I'll just take a point of ruin on this one. I could be really mean, but I won't be that big of a dick. Okay. Well, you have passed. So you are able to cobble some stuff together or barter and trade with some of the other mechs and get a good amount of variety of tools, from bolt cutters to choppas to actual cutting torches. And, well, let's see if Zingits can get these smuggled in for you. We'll do another cunning test for old Zingits. He has 3 successes. He passes as well. Okay. Things are smuggled in, much to the heretics' surprise and glee, and they will be ready to do this when things go down. So at this point, and I'll tell you what all that does when we actually get into the actual outbreak here. So I think we're ready to launch the attack here, fellas. Obviously, Peppa and Loktar, you guys can put yourselves back up to full health, because this is a couple days later. And
Okay.
get rid of all your conditions, too.
Oh yeah.
And are we able to add and drag whatever weapons we pilfered from?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Lorraine?
I meant to do that. Hold on. Go to his character sheet really quick. Okay, so Zingits stole the shuriken pistol that he had and his plasma grenades. Because that's what we need, is a grot with grenades.
Amazing.
Love it. I'll make sure he stole the... just in case, guys, if you have any ranged weapons, be sure you have the ammo selected for the weapon that you're using. If you don't, you should be able to pull it out of the... what do you call it? The items category. For sluggas, they use projectiles, but it'll say if you go to the weapon and look at its notes.
So I know we've been like collecting weapons over this past couple days. Do we have our normal war gear back, like our full war gear, or are we still just like choppas and stuff?
No, you guys have to get to the armory where all your basic stuff is. So each of you can take either a slugga, a choppa, or a shooter. So slugga is a pistol, shooter is a two-handed rifle for orcs. Your choice.
So I got that choppa already. Am I good, or should I grab something else?
Up to you guys. All right, Peppa, you got the Las Blaster, and here's the Las ammo for it.
Sick.
What kind of ammo does that rifle use you have? I don't know. Projectile. Okay. Give you some projectile ammo too, just so you have it. You can give all your ammo quantity 3 for any ammo you guys pick up. That's for when you use salvo weapons and stuff like that. And then Loktar, you took what'd you take? Oh, you took the
Just the
fucking
sword.
void saber. Oh, just the sword.
Yeah, that thing is solid.
There you go. Brutal. Another brutal weapon.
Do brutal
So
stack?
No, because
Brutalist
it's for
stack on
it's
top of brutal.
oh, it does. Yeah, I think it does an additional point of damage. Yeah.
Mhm.
It says on the talent, if the weapon already has the brutal trait, you deal an additional 1 point of damage. This bonus is applied after calculating your total, not to the weapon's damage value. I don't think that would really matter, but so basically you roll all your damage. Let's say you end up doing 12 damage, you now do 13 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the Void Saber is this very elaborate, well, here, just read it here. Crafted from tainted spars of wraithbone, plucked from the carcass of a fallen craft world, or stolen from one that yet endures, these blades project a cutting field of compacted anguish that carves apart plasteel with ease. Amongst the more brutal Corsair bands, the wielder of such an accursed weapon is held in great esteem, but is forever damned in the eyes of their craft world kin. Any tests made as part of social interactions with an individual with the Asurani keyword suffer a +4 DN penalty. So don't let the Eldar see you swinging that thing around.
Apparently.
Yeah, bad juju. But those guys
But
are.
it looks like a
those
giant
guys are-
tooth.
Well, it's
Is it
basically
wraithbone?
it's made of wraithbone, yeah, but it's crafted to look like a saber, basically.
Okay.
It's got a very nice looking scabbard that it goes in.
Nice.
It has the power field keyword, which means I think it actually has like a power source on it. Yeah, so it's like I guess the best way to describe it's kind of like an energy weapon to some degree. Brutal. Literally. Alright, yeah, enjoy that. That's pretty fucking good. And Wraith? I don't know what that is. Okay, cool. Anything else? No, that's everything he had. Alright. Well, it is time to begin. So anything else before we start the prison break?
So when you said grab anything else, basic, you said?
You guys can
Like-
get choppas, sluggas, or shootas.
Okay, so I can grab another choppa. I have one, but I can grab like 2.
Yes.
Okay. I'll do that.
Just keep in mind, you guys were not able to smuggle a lot of weapons. So most of the orcs are unarmed or using whatever stuff they have lying around. But actual proper weapons, you guys don't have many. Maybe enough to arm like 5% of the orcs, maybe 10% of the orcs. Okay, so the plan is to see if Zingitz can get you guys out, and if that fails, cause a distraction and get them to open the door.
Yeah, think so.
Alrighty. Well, let's make it happen. And let's get a little bit more dramatic music here as we begin our... We need some, like, Metal Gear Solid music here right now.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do a stealth test to see if Zingitz and his boys can get out without being caught. Ooh. They do pass, but they have a complication. Okay. All right. They do manage to get out. However, they are discovered as they are trying to hack the door. So, I'm going to make the test a little harder for them because they're under pressure and they don't have a lot of time to do this. So we're going to do a tech roll. We're going to boost up the difficulty from 3 to 5 to represent this. As Grots are screaming over the Voxes and being captured or shot, and Zingit's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Wait, our king Zingits.
Oh no. If anybody wants to burn a personal point of wrath, I'll let you use it to give him a reroll.
Sure, I'll kick
Nope.
one in.
All right. Make it happen here. How do I do this? All right. Only 4. Would you like him to use a point of glory?
Yes.
All right. Does anybody want to roll it? You want me to roll it?
I think, Eric, you were rolling real fucking fire today.
All right, Eric.
Yeah,
Roll 1d6.
No pressure.
Oh.
Can't handle the suspense.
There it goes. Oh god.
First one was a 6.
First one
first
was
one.
a 6.
Oh my god!
See? Works out.
So then, so he, it works. Did I reduce the glory? Yes, I did. Okay. So you guys see the door opens, but you guys can already hear basically the alarm has been set, basically. And as the orcs begin pouring out of the door, all pretense for stealth is more or less lost at this point. However, you are out. You don't have to do any grand ruse or anything like that to get out. But the prison break has begun. So we're going to change the music real quick here to a song aptly named Orbital Prison Break. Okay, fellas. It's, you're up. What happens? What do we do?
Zingit still?
What's that?
Can I find Zingits?
Yeah. He's cowering by the control panel as, shots are going off and some enforcers are coming around the corner and starting to bust some heads. And there's a little bit of a wah in the background going as the orcs pour out the door.
Okay, I'm gonna track him down in the crowd, tell him to, and see if I can get him to take one of the plasma grenades he picked up from the Eldar and get it as close to the Kroot as he can, or find a way to get it down there.
Whoa, wait, what?
Set
You
it
mean
off.
like throw it to him?
Just set it off somewhere they can hear. Get it close and throw it.
Okay, give me a either intimidate or leadership roll. Your choice.
I'm gonna try leadership this time.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, you weren't being very mean to him, so we're trying to bully him.
We have glory.
All right, I'll use one glory.
Hey.
Okay. He's like, yeah, right, okay, I got it. You can count on me, boss. And you hear him shout to some of the other grots. He's like, hey, we're leaving now, let's go. They can take care of this. And you see he's like got all 3 plasma grenades like in his hand in front of him as he's running. And they disappear down a hall.
Nice. So let's make our way to that fucking armory, boys.
Okay, so rather than have a huge drawn-out combat here, I would like each of you to make some sort of attack roll. Let me, I'm gonna put an enforcer out here just so you guys have a target to work on. And just to share some art, these are the ones from Necromunda, but they have similar looking armor and gear. Most of them carry shock mauls, and some of them have riot shields, or basically like shotgun type weapons.
Damn, okay. Pretty sick.
There's not a lot of these guys, but there's enough since this is like a slave type ship. They do have security, and these are the typical guards that you would encounter.
guy's cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They are defense 2. Oh, Peppa's using the last blast.
Absolutely.
Ah.
Wagga 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 wagga.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is
All
an
right.
assault. Oh, I can fire it as part of a sprint. Sick.
All right. So yeah, everybody give me some sort of attack roll.
Okay. Chris,
Yes.
is there any... Do I have to, like, level up to get to use 2 choppas at once?
I have no idea. Let's see if there are 2-weapon fighting rules in this game. Check the talents. I will check the rule book. Or maybe check the combat actions too and see if there's anything that lets you do that.
Oh, there is one called dual wield.
Is it a talent?
Talent, yeah.
So that you probably have to have that, I would assume.
Yeah, it seems like it. You can
Oh, wait, no.
weapons with
You can
uncanny
wield 1 weapon in each hand. The DN for using the multi-attack option is reduced by 2. Each weapon must have the pistol trait or be one-handed. So there is an option that you have in combat called multi-attack. It's one of the actions you can take. And
Okay.
what that allows you to do is you can actually attack multiple targets with any weapon that you have equipped. However, for every extra target that you attack beyond the first, they get a bonus to or your difficulty goes up, I believe, by 2 for each additional target that you try to hit. Where's multi-attack? We'll find it.
So that sounds like you're describing using 1 weapon on more than 1 person, and I'm trying to use 2 weapons on 1 person.
Yeah, I think this lets you do it a little bit better. I think that's
yeah.
kind of what it seems to be.
Oh, like a difficulty drop down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, what happened today?
Multi-attack. Plus 2 DN to all attacks for each attack beyond the first.
So we would just call that 2?
Let's see. Okay. Multi-attacks work similar to multi-actions. Every additional attack increases the defense of every target by 2 for the purposes of the multi-attack. Each attack of your multi-attack must use the same weapon, and you cannot shift as part of a multi-attack. Roll damage once and apply the result to every target.
Okay.
If you multi-attack with melee weapon, you must move into engagement with all targets. You provoke reflexive actions from any targets you leave engagement range with. If you cannot reach a target, they are not hit by the attack. So, the way that works, normally, is if you make an attack, let's say you attack 3 targets. Because you're attacking 2 additional ones, the defense of everybody goes up by 4. I'm sorry, the DN goes up by 4 because it's plus 2 for each extra target after the first. So first guy, there's no penalty. The second guy adds plus 2 to the DN. The third guy adds plus 2 to the DN. And it goes up for everybody. So let's just say they're all defense 3. Now they're all defense 7.
Oh, they're all defense 7.
Yes, because when you do multi-attack or multi-action, it increases all actions that you're doing that round by whatever the
Okay.
penalty is. And what this talent does is when you wield one weapon in each hand, the DN penalty for using multi-attack is reduced by 2. So since you don't have the talent, it doesn't really do anything for you, I guess.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, there might be something buried in the rules, but as far as I can tell, it looks like having
right.
multiple weapons just is more of a flavor thing.
Cool. Well, he'll stow one and just use one.
I mean, you could use them and just fucking do multi-attacks all day just to say you are.
That would be. What is it? DN2?
It reduces it by DN2 if you had 2 weapons and the talent. Otherwise, it increases it by 2 for every guy you attack.
No. I meant for the defense.
Oh yeah, well, if you target them, it'll auto-calculate.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, so Loktar definitely hits, and if you want to shift for glory here, you can, or for damage, either one. All right.
I'll do glory.
Yeah, everybody roll your damage too, please. Okay, go ahead and shift it, Eric. It should automatically do it when you shift it.
Nice.
All right, Head Hacka opening fire, and what about Peppa? What's Peppa? Oh, Peppa's got the last blast, so that's right. He's love and life.
11 damage.
Oh.
Or 9 damage? 9 damage.
Okay. Did you shift the glory, Eric?
I did. Things are running pretty slow on my end.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think you guys were at 2. It should be at 3 now. Okay. Let me make some rolls here for these guys. Wow.
Well, okay.
All right. So the initial attack
Whoa.
does not go well. You guys are doing a good job of laying the pressure on them, but they are not buckling, and they are putting up much more of a defense than you guys are, and it is slowing you down. It looks like you guys... So at this point, path to the armory is blocked. You guys need to come up with something clever here as the tide is beginning to stop. And you all realize that if this keeps up, the attack's going to be ground to a halt. We're going to do things a little more narratively for now.
Okay.
Where's Iron Jaws?
He's leading the fight. He's crumping. But I want to know what you guys are doing to help the fight here. I think we can assume Iron Jaws is probably murdering stuff. I mean, we'll roll because it's fun, but...
Peppa would be going around and, reviving any of his fallen orc brethren.
There you go. 15 damage, AP3.
Yeah.
Gross. Somebody's dead.
Pretty rough. Pretty rough.
All right. Well, while we're out in the wild, I guess, is it possible for me to jump to the sidelines and find a terminal to conduct mischief upon? And I don't know. I'm thinking set off alarms in other sectors of the ship, or maybe just I don't know. What would be on a terminal?
Give me an investigation test to see if you can find a terminal to hack into.
Boy. Let's see.
Ooh, okay. Yes, and you got another glory. Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead and give me a tech test.
All right, now we're talking.
Sheesh.
Oh.
Okay. You've got 2 shifts here. What do you want to use them for?
I'll throw one into glory and one into better information, I guess.
Okay. All right. So you are able to hack into a system, and you're able to basically shut a bunch of the doors that are leading into this area to slow down some of the enforcer reinforcements, and to basically clear the path once you get past these guys, so that you have more or less a free shot to the armory. So that I'm keeping track of basically your guys' overall successes versus them, and you have to get to a certain number. So that's good. The rest of you, what are you each doing this round?
Can Peppa go around rezzing homies, healing and getting them back into the
Sure.
fight?
Yeah, give me a Medicaid test.
Okay, let me double check me talent. I add double rank bonus to all Medicaid tests made on orcs.
Ooh.
Okay, so our rank is 1.
Yeah, that'll change to get to, I think, 20 experience.
Okay,
Become rank 2, I think.
so I have 11 dice now.
That's a lot of dice. Okay.
4 success.
Oh,
That's all right. That's all you need. Okay. It's not great. You know, you've only got so much of your gear here, right? Like you don't
Right.
have your workshop or your operating theater or whatever you want to call it, your practice.
Yeah, my
you know,
practice.
It's not mobile. However, your one grot orderly is there helping you. You see he is proudly wearing his white smock.
Hey.
Yeah, and things are going well, and he's helping you resuscitate orcs where you can. Most of the time, that's kicking them until they're awake, or like splashing water on their face ineffectually, but he is trying to help. Scorcha and Laktar.
You're muted, Kyle.
oh, I just muted myself. Ha. Where we are there like pipes all around?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Would Scorcha be able to figure out which one of those can make fire happen?
With a cunning test, I will say yes.
Okay. Look at the shot.
You're not sure.
Okay.
You could still try, you're just not sure if the pipe you select is going to be what you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I was kind of thinking Grave Scorcher would closer to where the what are they, sentries or guards?
Mm-hmm.
Closer to where the guards are, he would try and strike one of the pipes and see if it would maybe open up in their direction and bad shit would happen.
Okay. Give me, what are you using for your weapon?
Kappa?
Okay. Classic orc. Give me a weapon skill test.
Oh, just weapon skill?
Yep.
Not Choppa?
Well, yeah, Choppa, obviously.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Ooh, a
Ooh.
complication. Okay. Let's see what the complication is. Dropped weapon. Okay. So you pick a pipe. Pick it high or low.
Ooh, 69, so high.
Okay. Good choice. So, Grave
Nice,
Scorcher,
Kyle.
you're like, that pipe's big, it'll
Yep,
probably blow. So you run up, you strike it, you hit it so hard that you lose the grip of your choppa and it bounces away out of sight somewhere. However, the one you strike is some sort of like gas line, and you instantly can smell the gasoline that like pours out of it, and it sprays a nearby guard, and like a second later something hits it and it lights up, and there is a burst of flame that engulfs a couple of the guards and rocks part of the hallway as it hits part of the ship, and the ship takes some damage. Do me a
Grave
favor.
Scorcher Oh, yeah,
Do me
go
a
for it.
favor and just keep track that you damage. Just mark down somewhere like a note that you damaged the ship, because I am
Okay.
keeping track of some stuff for
Okay.
the ship and the crew based on how much havoc this prison break causes.
Okay. Well, yeah. So Grave Scorcher looks on as this happens, and you can't see it because his mask is on, but he's just crying because it's beautiful.
All right, Loktar, what do you got?
So we're in pretty tight corridors. Is there anything like above or like any way for me to like get around to the other side of the enforcers?
Give me a cunning test.
Ooh. Okay.
Ugh, no. Complication. Let's see what we got here.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. I just instinctively rolling that. All right. Harsh environment. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So you're like skulking about between people who are fighting, and you try to climb up and like basically scale on the ceiling, like kind of like hang from it commando style. And as you do, the explosion that Grave Scorcher causes you to lose your grip, and you are going to take a, let's see here. You are going to take a on fire condition as you are caught in the blast.
Okay.
You take 1d3 mortal wounds at the start of each of your turns, and then may use an action to throw yourself prone. Okay, so let's just do that now. I'll roll this. You take one mortal wound. I'm sorry, right? Yeah, roll a 2. Wait, is it? Let's make sure it's doing this right. Oh no, it's a 1d3 the way this did. So it's
okay.
take 2 mortal wounds, and then give me an athletics test on your next turn to put out the fire.
Okay.
It's DN3. This specifically says DN3. Nice.
Hey.
Excellent.
All right, you hear the screams of pain as Loktar gets caught in the fire and loses his grip as he's climbing up on one of these ceiling pipes. But he very quickly throws himself to the ground and puts it out. However, that is more than enough successes to get past and basically fight your way to the armory, where everybody begins to start arming themselves with their gear, especially you guys, and then looting whatever else is in here. So there's a lot of las weapons and some of the weapons the Enforcer used, like the shields and the shotguns and things like that. And your orcs are getting armed for war. You have a moment here to discuss what you guys are going to do as everybody's arming. I'm going to use the facilities really quick, but if you guys want to discuss your next move.
Are any of you guys wounded? I know Eric took some wounds.
Yeah. Just me.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
All right, we're gonna walk up to our homie Loktar and start patching him up. Okay.
All right.
You should be good now. 6 successes.
Okay.
In a ship.
From burn ointment. Thanks, Grave Scorcher.
So the plan, do we gotta go free different groups of slaves, like the cultists? Did they need us to free them, or are they just gonna start fighting back? We need to cause a big explosion, actually.
Oops.
No, the Zingitz is on it.
Did.
Zingitz is setting off plasma bombs, plasma grenades.
Oh,
for
okay.
us.
Then let's go visit the Eldar and get them Jeller fields fucked up.
Well, you guys So you guys don't need to really do anything with the other groups, because that's what all the other stuff was that we did before.
Okay.
So I will roll for Zingitz to see if he's able to get the bomb set off without getting caught. And then we will roll a few other things here. So why don't we do that? So I'm going to do a stealth test for Zingitz, see if his group can make it without getting caught. Uh-oh. Anybody got any more wrath they want to throw his way?
I am out of wrath.
So am I.
I'm gassed also.
I got one. Here we go. Do it.
Okay. All right, let me reroll. Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
Now we're
buddy.
talking.
okay. No shifts, but he does.
Like
He
a
does
fox.
sneak. All right, and then I'm gonna have him make a. I guess it'd be a tech test. As he's gonna try to find a good spot to put these bombs to get the proper result.
Oh, buddy, come on now.
This will just determine if he passes, then it'll be at a perfect time. If he fails, then it'll take a little bit longer. Maybe the crew don't hear the explosion for a few rounds until they realize what's going on.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh god.
Dang it.
Oh.
the fuck?
All right. Well, if you guys want me to use a point of glory, I can do so.
Sure. Yeah, we've got 5, I think.
He could get the 6.
Yeah. Ow.
Wah, wah. All right. They do set off the bombs, the plasma grenades. Unfortunately, the Kroot are going to be a little late to the party here. But he does successfully pull that off. I guess somewhat successfully. So, in the meantime, the Ogrins and the Heretics and the Eldari begin helping with the attack, and a nice portion of the ship is up in arms, and warning klaxons are going off. You know, the red emergency lights are flashing in hallways, and there is a lot of ruckus coming throughout the ship. So this is what happens. You guys don't see some of this, but what we would see in our cinematic view is up on the bridge, all hell breaks loose as they realize the slaves have revolted, and the rogue trader is forced to send some of her inner circle to deal with these other rebellions. The first is the Ogrins.
Come on, boys.
So, Kyle,
Yeah.
Commissar Blaze, being the Imperial authority on the ship, is the one that leads a group to go get the Ogrins under control. So what I'm going to do is she has to pass a leadership test here. However, Ogrins are not the brightest, and it is because you were successful in your orders, they are taking orders from you at the moment, so it's going to be a DN Leadership 5 test. If she passes, the Ogrins will fall in line, but she is occupied and will not be joining the battle on the bridge. If she fails, well, I'll tell you what happens if she fails. She has 3 successes.
Oh no.
Oh, no, 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 no.
So what we see is Commissar Blaze arrives, all out havoc as the Ogrins are attacking everyone and everything in their line of sight. And she tries to order them to stand down. They're not listening, or they don't hear her, or they don't realize what she's ordering. And she ends up summarily executing one of the Ogrins, putting her bolt gun to the back of its head, pulling the trigger, and ending its life. When this happens, Gaz sees her do this and goes into a rage, grabbing her by the gun arm and easily breaking her hand in the process. She tries to take a strike with her power fist, only for him to grab and break that arm. And as he holds her like a rag doll by the wrists, he begins to pull, and with a sickening pop, both of her arms are yanked out of the sockets, and Commissar Blaze is no more. However, Kyle, the Ogrins are doing exactly what you said, attacking everyone and everything, including the Kroot, who they work with down here in the gun batteries.
Oh, fuck.
To represent this, I need you to roll... so first thing, you're going to roll D3, and this is how much damage to the crew population the Ogrins are doing in general. So please roll me a D3. We'll talk about crew population later, but basically it's a scale of 1 to 100 using the old Rogue Trader rules. And this can represent how much crew they are killing. You just roll D6 and then you half it. That's the easy way to do it. Okay, so 3 points of crew damage. Now, that's just because you told them to fight stuff, and that was going to happen regardless, because you unleashed Ogrins. And Ogrins, well, you know, once a moving object starts, it's hard to get it to stop. However, you did not really tell them what to do, and you didn't give them any specific instructions, and so they are attacking everyone and everything, including your would-be potential allies, the Kroot. Because of this, I need you to roll an additional 2d6 for how much crew damage they do. Another 6. Okay, so far 9 points of crew damage. Many of the Kroot are slain and having to fight the Ogrins, which is not great for your overall plan, or maybe the future plan, but it is helping to make a big distraction. The Kroot will get their attack eventually, but they will not be on time here. When the Kroot do eventually get the signal, they are fighting back. Against the guards and such, they have not a terrible time, being as agile and athletic as they are. Even without proper weapons, they put up a good fight. However, this is going to do damage to the crew as well, so Loktar, please roll me a d3 to see how much damage they do in their fight. This could also represent casualties that they are taking as they are fighting. You there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm doing the dice now.
Oh, another 3 points of damage. The Kroot take a big beating in this, and many more crew die in their attack. However, this does cause Octarius to send some of his combat servitors down to try to quell the rebellion. Some of his combat servitors will not be in the battle on the bridge. However, because the Kroot mistimed this, they will eventually join the battle on the bridge if it lasts long enough. So they won't be there at the start. Not a perfect result, but it should help. Finally, we have the heretics. With their chains broken and makeshift weapons, they rise up against the guards in a bloody rebellion equal to match what you guys and the Ogrins are currently doing. This causes the Rogue Trader to send her sanctioned psyker, Regina Karsten, down to put the insurrection down. And what we would see as she heads down there with a few guards is on her jacket, she has the symbol of the Inquisition, revealing that at one point she did work with that dreaded organization, and obviously dealing with heretics is her forte. So, she will be occupied during the battle on the bridge as she tries to stop the chaos filth from escaping and causing any more damage. She is going to make a psychic mastery test to see if she can get them under control and stop the attack. However, if she well, again, this will be similar to the Ogren pass-fail with Commissar Blaze. So let's see what happens here. This is going to be a DN7 psychic mastery test, because there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this star system.
Oh, easy.
9 successes. Look at all those 6s. She's going to add a point of ruin as well because she can shift some of that shit. So, because she passed, she does eventually get the rebellion under control, killing pretty much most, if not all, of the heretic slave population. Head Hacka, please roll me a d6 as she annihilates part of the crew. Okay.
Hey.
Only one. A
Just
total
one
of
guy.
or like 1,000 guys, maybe, or 100 guys, probably. Yeah. Maybe there wasn't a lot of heretics here, but regardless, a total of 13 crew damage has been dealt to the crew so far, as things go. Well, as you'd expect in a prison riot.
Yeah.
However, she will be occupied, and she will not be there on the battle for the bridge. So, that leads us to that fateful point when you guys finally make your way to the bridge. Now, there are 3 entrances into the bridge. Eventually, Zin hooks back up with you guys. So, there is a east, west, and south entrance. You guys have a moment here to kind of plan how you guys want to attack, or which entrance you want to come in through. You guys can all come together, or you guys can come from separate spots. It's up to you. You will have some backup here in the form of other orc boys that are joining the fight.
Nice. We probably want to split it up, right? We don't all want to go in one door and have them just blast us like a plasma cannon.
Yeah.
Well, so say like, so it's east, west, and south.
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we put anybody with shooty stuff in the south, and that way they can just shoot forward blindly, and then east and west kind of converge and start hacking.
So
Yeah.
you and Eric on the east and west, and then me and Matt on the south.
You guys are both shooty. I mean, I got the flamethrower, so
Yeah, I'm only shooty. I have no melee.
okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we're sending Head Hacka and Peppa will be on the south side?
Yep.
Alright. And then who wants the east side?
I'll take east.
Okay, Laktar east, which means Gravescorcher.
Watcha gets the west.
Alright, I'll put you right at the entrance here. It's kind of weird looking, but that's fine. Okay. And you will each get an orc boy to accompany you into battle.
Oh,
Hold on, I gotta fix their tokens here.
can we name him?
You may name your orc boy. I strongly encourage it. They may live longer.
Pedos.
Always for everybody. Whoa, why did his token disappear? What the fuck? Give me a moment to get this set up. There we go. Some of these are not spawning with pictures for some reason. Okay, your orcs they've all got choppas and shootas and sluggas. So you can choose what you want, I guess, and then I've got them all on the character sheet, but you guys can pick, so I'll give you guys access to their character sheet. Right? You guys have the orcs in your... There's a new folder that says the tribe.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. And which side is Ironjaw's going to be on?
That's a good question.
Who would benefit more, me or Eric?
Who has the higher, I guess, resilience?
Oh. I'm at an 8.
Oof, I'm 5.
Okay, throw him over with Eric.
Yeah.
Okay, then. I think we are ready, then, to move this over to the next map. And welcome, fellas, to
Jump.
the bridge. Did I do the lighting right this time?
I see everything.
Yep.
I did. Okay.
Ooh, look at this shit. Whoa,
Only
man.
fitting we have the... Alright, so the north side, you can imagine this north wall is the view, like the actual glass, or, you know, the window that you can see out into space. Obviously, it has blast shutters you can close, but they're currently up. And then there are crew everywhere. And, well, the bridge is a little empty because of your guys' planning here. So there are a couple guards. You can see the rogue trader is in the middle. This platform in the middle is raised. You can see there's like little staircases on the east, west, and south sides to go up there. It's maybe raised about, I don't know, a couple meters off the ground. Otherwise, and then you can see there's a couple crew in here as well, sitting at the various stations. And just to kind of show you guys, they're all dressed in kind of like uniforms. I mean, it's not as, not as like an Imperial ship, for example, but all with kind of like uniform street clothes, with like, you know, leather jackets and probably a little bit of tech on them, stuff like that. But they're basically just your typical crew members, nothing special. So we are going to need everybody to please roll some initiative here.
Okay.
Get some of these people off of here, because... Whoop! Oh, hold on. Just killed Octarius. He's not dead yet.
I'm not dead.
Alrighty. And I will roll once for the orc boys. 0.
You got 1 dice and I didn't get a hit.
All right. Any questions before we begin? This is it. This is your fight for freedom.
Nice.
All right, then. Let's do it. So many tokens.
Goodness.
All right. Somehow, the crew of the ship go first at initiative 4. There is a lot of panic and a lot of confusion as you guys burst through the doors in various fashions. The bridge is a flurry of activity with lights and buzzers and warning signs and lots of feeds that are showing all the chaos going on throughout the ship. So perhaps up here you guys would actually see some of the things that I just described with Commissar Blaze and the Sanctioned Psyker and the Ogrins and everything happening. So you can tell your assault is definitely in full swing, and everyone is now involved, but there is a lot of chaos going on the ship right now, as you would expect, being orcs. You probably enjoy that sort of thing. But here we are. You break down the doors, and oh, I didn't put Ironjawz on here, I don't think. We gotta have him. He's leading the fight. Not great when you roll 0 with 4 dice. Wow.
Damn, me and Ironjawz are homies now.
Yeah. The doors smash open. Most of the crew, I'm gonna roll here for their leadership or willpower, because they're not really fighters, and they're a little worried what's going on here. Okay. Most of the crew begin to take cover, with really nowhere to escape to, hiding underneath chairs or behind consoles where they can. You guys would notice they probably all are armed with like a side pistol, like a las pistol, but nothing major. But it seems for the most part the crew want nothing to do with this fight. Gravescorcher, you are up first for the orcs.
All right. Well, I see that there's that metal man there, right, Octarius?
Yep.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna burn him.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's not even worried about his orc boy. He's just worried about getting him. So I can, am I able to, that's a good range, right?
I don't know, what's the range of your gun?
His range is, it says 1, 4, 8, 12.
So that's short, medium, and long range.
Okay. Oh, so it'll determine when I'm getting him.
It should. I would assume it does.
Yeah. I think so. I mean,
you
it should be that far.
Well, I don't know how this thing measures distances here. Was it?
Yeah.
That's the wrong thing. Where's the measurement device? Is this it?
I think is it the bullseye?
That's a range thing. The little ruler. If you click
Measure distance.
Oh, there it is.
the third thing.
He
so
is
he's 6. So he's like
5
less
meters
than-
away.
Okay. Yeah, so it's perfect. All right, he's gonna burn him. He's gonna burn him real good.
Okay.
Oh no, is that defense right?
Probably because of range.
Uh,
Let's just double check here. So range.
Yeah, you get +2 if you're
Within
what was
short.
it at?
Okay.
Yeah, it's +1 for you within short. If it's more than short, but less than the medium range, they get +2 defense.
oh,
What-
okay.
I've
Where's
messed that
where's
up.
this at? Is this combat modifiers?
Yeah, that's in. I was just looking at it a second ago. Range attacks.
Oh, here we go. Range text.
If you're in short range, 1 bonus die to attack. Beyond medium range, 2 defense. So if they're between the second number and the third number, they get 2 defense.
Okay. Well, so cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, here comes the burn.
Wait a minute. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, wrong one. Yeah, so he is only defense 1 because you are within the short range, right? Let's just make sure this is doing this right. If your target is short range, you get +1 bonus dice. And what's short range on your gun?
4.
Wait, 1, 4, 8. What is the 1? Not sure what that means.
Is that the
know.
salvo rating?
Oh, is it?
Or
It would say salvo for the weapon.
I'm only seeing it on ranged weapons.
yeah, you have a burn on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the salvo is 1. Short
great.
range is 4. So if you're less than 4, you get +1. If it's 4 to 8, nothing. If it's 8 to 12, they get +2 defense.
Oh, okay.
So should he be getting +2 then? Because he's 5.
5 would be even. That's like the normal.
Oh, I see.
shooting zone.
Between 4 and 8 is even. Within 4 is short. Over 8 or more is okay. And then if it's 12, you can't shoot him, right? As
Yes.
far as beyond long
Over
range.
12, over 12, I would miss.
Okay. Oh, if the target's beyond medium range, he's not. He's just within medium range.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
So,
Understood.
I'm
Well,
gonna
you hit him
do-
with a critical hit.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna
way
do
to start the
1
fight.
shift damage,
Okay.
and then. Oh, can I get the other one? Oh, there we go. 1 shift to glory, and then I'll roll. Do you want me to do the crit or the damage first?
You guys are actually maxed out at glory. I think your pool maxes out at 6, if I recall. Because it's.
Oh shit!
I think it was
okay.
2 plus number of players, if I recall.
I think so.
Is it? Then I can't. Would we be able to put it onto damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So crit
see if
or
I can-
damage first?
can I change it for you? Let's see. Oh yeah, you can click it, Kyle, and you can unshift it and then just reshift it. If you re-highlight and
Oh.
right-click on it,
Gotcha.
so you just redo it before you roll.
Okay.
Oh, so you got to shift them both again. There you go. Yeah, do damage and then critical.
All right.
12 damage. That is enough to get past his resilience. I'm going to use some shock to soak that.
Okay.
And he's
then
on
the
fire. I
critical?
bet.
Oh yeah, and he's on fire too.
He only gets 1,
Complication.
so he takes a wound.
Nice.
Only 1 wound, but he is on fire.
Oh, the crit hit. Unspeakable carnage. A truly grievous strike. The attack is a terrifying display of martial prowess. A geyser of gore erupts from the foe's wound and ragged remnants of their bodies strewn across the battlefield. They suffer 5. Oh, well,
Yeah.
gotta roll.
No, that is the roll.
It is. Okay,
Yep.
so 5 mortal wounds.
Sheesh.
This is
You
a
wanna
real
use it?
staple of this campaign.
Do you want to use any glory to buff that?
Yeah, fucking add 4 glory. Just 9 mortal.
You can use as much glory as you want on these.
Oh, fellas. I don't want to dip into the pool if other people need it. I'll take 1. I'm going to take 1.
Okay. So 6 mortal wounds to the tech priest.
And he's on
wise
fire.
choice. And I gave him the fire to me. I
Yeah.
got it this time.
No, I'm just reveling in that.
Well, you would hear his echoed voice, shouting. Maybe not in a lot of pain, because he's mostly machine, but it's clearly annoying, if nothing else. Let me see. He has. Let me see his talents here. Feel no pain. Your pain tolerance is above and beyond that of most of your species. You do not suffer the DN penalty for being wounded, and your wounds trait is increased by your rank, which is pretty tanky. And then he also has. Whoops. My character sheet just closed for some reason. The flesh is weak. Almost all of your biology has been replaced with augmetic components. You may have taken this procedure to repair a grisly injury or as a personal expression of faith. The replacements are much sturdier than your former biology, but have dramatically affected your appearance. You no longer need to breathe, and you do not bleed. As a result, you aren't affected by bleeding or suffocation. You gain plus rank bonus to tech tests and determination rolls. You suffer a plus 2 DN penalty to persuasion tests. And when you take this talent, you may heal any memorable or traumatic injuries. So he actually would have gotten a bonus to his determination roll there. He would get plus rank. He is rank 1. So he gets to roll 1 extra dice. That may avoid the 1 point of damage you did to him. It does. So he took 2 shock. He didn't take any damage from the initial hit, but he does take the 6 mortal wounds. Okay. Still pretty good. He ignores the injured thing. I don't know if you can actually get complications on these rolls, because they are just like resistance rolls. I'll have to check that. I'm not sure about that one. Great start. Loktar. Gravescorcher charges in, cackling with his flamethrower.
Okay, I'm gonna try and so I think mine is about 10 meters away from me. So I'm gonna try and charge him.
You can pre-measure. I'll allow it.
So I'm gonna charge him.
Okay. So you see they are labeled. These two have the riot shields. The other two have the shotguns. You guys can see the labels, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right. I'm going to stab him with my fancy new sword.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Help. What does this shield do?
Not
Just gives him
enough.
armor, I think.
Oh no.
Wow.
Wow, that was really bad.
You only have a 5 melee attack?
Does charging do anything?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I assumed
Yeah.
you were actually doing the charge action.
Oh, do I have
Move at
to?
least 4 meters, you get a bonus die.
Oh, I have one more dice. Wouldn't have helped me.
Well,
I mean,
that's...
one more dice, and then you can throw a glory, maybe. They both need
Is there
to
a
be
way
like
to do a
6.
charge? Is there a way to select charge action?
No, I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
so.
Oh,
Not
it
that
was
I'm
just-
aware of.
It was just adding one to the.
Is that what it does? Just adds one?
Yeah, 1 bonus die to the attack test if you do a run.
I mean, you might as well roll it, see what happens.
Okay, it's coming eventually.
Okay, so the shields have a armor rating, and that gets added to their defense and resilience. And these particular shields also have their force shield, so they are invulnerable as well. So they're not affected by AP. I don't see this roll, Eric. You want me to roll for it? Oh, there it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, you charge in, and he gets the shield up in time and easily blocks the attack. Which leads us to Octarius, who is on fire. Kyle, roll me a D3, please. It's D3 fire damage, right? Yeah, D3 mortal wounds. Ew. Oh,
Nice.
another 3! Oh my god. You're dumping mortal wounds on, like, the toughest guy in the fight. That's
Love
awesome.
to see it.
Well done. Okay, he needs to make a athletics test, right? Is that what it was? If I could click on the fucking... use an action... Okay, athletics test. Okay. Well, he's definitely going to do that, because he does not want to burn to death. DN should be 3. Why is it adding +1? Oh, wait. It was counting wounded for some reason. It should not. Alright, here we go. 3 successes. He puts the fire out.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to spend a point of ruin here so that he can make an attack this round as well.
Damn.
Or I guess I'd use the ruin to put the fire out, and then he can do his normal action. Either way, he's not happy with you, Kyle. And he gets out his Omnissian power axe. And yeah, he's like, you go learn today, son. Yeah, here he comes. He's gonna charge you. See how you like it.
Oh boy.
That's all right, buddy. Die, beast.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
You could do the full defense to try to dodge.
Yeah. Do that.
Let's just you roll your initiative. So your DN automatically goes up by 1, so it's now 4, and then you roll the initiative, and every icon increases your DN by 1.
Okay, so what am I doing right now?
Roll an initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay.
Yep.
DN4.
It doesn't matter about the DM. It's just whatever you
Oh,
score.
okay.
No, what he's saying, Kyle, is when you take this action, your defense goes up by 1. So your DN or his DN to hit you is now 4, and then you get +1 for every icon you get.
Got
So
it.
that would be 2. So you'd be at
6.
defense 6 now, but you have a complication.
Okay.
He has 5 successes. I'm going to spend a ruin here to give him a reroll.
Oh no.
And he scores with 8 successes.
Sheesh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, he can shift one of these.
Kyle, do
Right.
you want to throw a glory so he can't shift?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
He can't do that because his roll is done. He would have to do
Oh.
that before I use my reroll.
Oh, okay.
15 damage, AP 2.
Chris.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I fuck something up? Or are you just saying my name because I just killed Kyle?
Oh no, I think it's Chris. It's a
Oh, I
Chris.
thought you said Chris.
Yeah,
Great
I heard
number.
I
Chris.
said gross. Okay.
Terrifying, awful, pass. Hard pass.
So that is
So the AP reduces your resilience by 2,
okay.
and then 15 damage minus your resilience.
Okay. So that is shit. Come on, do math, man. All right, it's not great.
Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's just
Do you want to use the shock thing to try to absorb damage with your shock?
Sure.
All right. So roll your toughness value.
Go out to toughness. Okay.
Okay. So reduce 2 of the damage, and then take 2 shock damage.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you got 8 resilience, so you're a fairly tanky character.
Yeah. So ow.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, this little metal man.
Okay, the orc boys are up. You may each do what you wish with your orc. Go for it.
I guess my orc's gonna run up at this guy and start going ham.
No, don't do that. We're doing range stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
Fuck
I
'em.
mean, our 2 orc boys can handle this guy while we ranged guys support our allies facing big bads.
All right, fine.
Or just blow them up, because that's what orcs would do.
That's kind of what I was getting at. is-
What's another D3 crew damage, right? At this point. All right, make your corresponding attack rolls, please. Just let her rip.
Okay.
We've got Orc Boy charging up to help Loktar against a Shield Enforcer, the 2 Southern Orc Boys attacking Shotgun Enforcer, and Western Orc Boy trying to help Scorcha against Octarius.
Yep.
And roll your damage, please, if you do hit. Do any
My
shifts
orc-
you'd like?
Yeah, my orc is gonna shift.
Um,
Damage.
Chris, can he run up and shoot her? This guy?
Oh, you need to decide if your orc has a Shuda or a Choppa and a Slugga. The Shuda is the 2-handed rifle. The Slugga is the pistol. So
okay.
just check
I'll do-
off
yeah.
on their thing which one they have equipped.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him the Choppa and the Slugga. So can he run up and Slugga him point blank?
Yes, because it has the pistol quality.
Okay.
So just uncheck the Shuda from his character sheet. Or double click the token and that'll open up the character sheet. It should. Okay, anyway. Sean, you attacked? What'd you do?
I did 12 damage to the enforcer.
12 damage. Well, that's not great. Alright, well, he's going to try to soak some of that. Which he soaks 2. So that's 10 damage.
Nice.
And he has a resilience of 7, so he takes 3 wounds. He
Okay.
is hurt.
Okay.
All right. Who else we got?
Mine did 8 damage, and I'm rolling his complication.
Okay, hold up. 8 damage. We'll roll toughness here as well. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have to. No, yeah, he'll do it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's got a shield. His resilience is 10, so he doesn't even need to do that. 8 damage is not going to get through.
Okay, mine falls prone.
All right. Well, the enforcer, ready for this, smashes into him with the shield, and the orc falls to the ground, whereas the enforcer is still standing. Who else we got?
Me, Slugga, successful, but I have a complication, and I haven't rolled damage yet, so roll
Alright.
complication.
Yeah, roll both. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
Oh no, out of ammo. Okay. So you must reload next turn if you still want to use the gun. And how much damage?
12.
Okay, he's gonna use his determination again. That will soak 3 of that damage. He's up to 5 shock. And that was 12, so that's 9 damage. His resilience is 10, so it does not hurt him.
Doesn't it just do an extra shock?
You have to equal their
okay.
their resilience. If it does below, it does nothing.
Nice.
My guy's charging in.
That's the normal rules, Sean. We'll see if we end up with Matt's ogre levels of resilience. We may have to change that.
Right.
But so far, it seems like nothing's quite that tanky yet.
Not yet.
Okay, go for it, Frogget. What you got?
Yeah, so this guy's charging in with a choppa test of 7 successes against the enforcer on the south end.
Okay, how much damage we got?
We're gonna do
Ooh, 10.
that many.
Okay, well he's definitely gonna use his.
Did you shift for extra damage?
Do I have a shift?
Yeah, 1 shift.
Well, hold on before
I
you.
didn't charge. I didn't click at him, and I don't have any 6s actually.
Oh,
it's
okay,
all
good.
4s and 5s.
Nice.
Yeah, they need to do something other than Imperial Eagle symbols. It would to really. I mean, I know there's a 6 right there, but at a glance, like, oh, I got 3 6s because they're all eagles. Those
Right.
look cool, right? Maybe we should change them to orc skulls. That would be cool. Anyway, how much damage? 10 or 12?
Looks like 10.
I don't know which one is yours.
Yeah, 10.
10. Okay, he blocked 2, so that's 8 damage. He is now exhausted, and he takes 1 more point of damage because his resilience is 7. He is... Well, he's not looking great. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, he fucked up big time. Okay, Hedaka, you're next.
All right. Well, let's see. I was gonna. Yeah, that's assault, so I can go ahead and
Whoop, sorry.
scoot a few squares around these guys. Oops, that's not how that works. Wait, how do I? There we go. I'm thinking of just peeking around the melee in front of me and firing a salvo of a custom Mega Blaster rounds at Cassandra in the middle.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, she is going to have some cover because there's so much shit in the way.
Well, that's cool because as a blast weapon, that probably interacts with that in some strange way.
More fucking rules, right?
Okay. Yeah. Choose a point in range, do a ballistic skill test, apply ranged effects as normal in page 184. Unless it's a okay.
Nope.
If it's not a grenade, then cover affects it normally, I think.
Okay. Well, cover adds to their resilience based on the type of cover.
Okay.
So
that
go ahead
makes
and do your
sense.
roll.
We'll do that then.
I mean, it should make them harder to hit, but I guess making them harder to hurt is also acceptable. Oh god, a critical hit.
Oh damn, son.
Okay, hold on. Let me before you roll, let me figure out what her bonus would be here. Ultra light materials, medium materials, heavy materials, or super heavy materials. It's definitely not super heavy. It's not heavy. This is probably medium. Because there's a lot of computer terminals and metal things in the way. Yeah. So she has +4 to her resilience. I don't know how much that's going to help against this fucking thing, but okay. Alright, let her rip. Go ahead and one-shot the captain, if you want, please.
Oh, man.
Sure. Do I roll critical first, or do we have damage?
Roll the damage first. We'll leave the critical for last. Oh, Jesus.
17!
Ooh.
You only got 1 additional damage.
Oh, yeah, it's so... Wow. Oh, my God, this fucking game. Okay. Well, let's... she's gonna do her toughness roll here, obviously.
Hey.
Okay, she blocks 2. So that's going to be 15 damage. AP 3. However, she has a refractor field.
Mm.
Often concealed in ornate jewelry, these small field emitters remain dormant until activated, whereupon they erect a short-range protective field around the individual. The refractor field dissipates incoming attacks with a telltale dazzling burst of multispectral light. This gives her a invulnerable armor save, which cannot be reduced by the AP, and it gives her +3. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So she has a resilience of 10 and +4 from the cover, so 14.
But then -3 because of the AP.
No, 'cause she has invulnerable because the power field.
Oh.
So AP does not get affected, or AP does not affect weapons that have invulnerable on them. So what was it? 15 damage. She's got 14. She takes 1 point of damage after all that.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
the crit.
Yep.
Well, that's great.
So she is wounded, luckily. And yeah, go ahead and roll the critical. You'd like to read that for our listeners?
The vicious vivisection. The fury of this blow causes horrific pain, dissecting pieces of the foe's body in a scene of carnage and woe. They suffer 1d3 mortal wounds, +1 for every glory that we drop into it.
You know, throw 2 or 3 at that.
I'm gonna do at least 2, certainly.
Okay. So 4 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure her thing doesn't matter with her, what do you call it? So, because invulnerable saves don't work against mortal wounds in regular 40k, so why would that work here? All right, well, it is a display of typical head hacka nonsense, with half the computer terminals going up in a blinding blast of light, shrapnel being thrown in every direction, part of the platform collapsing to the side, and part of the bridge itself being damaged. That's definitely going to be going on the list here.
We'll figure that out later.
Yep. However, the rogue trader is caught in the blast and takes some serious damage, and it is now her turn. Pulling herself from the wreckage, she shouts orders at the crew to fucking help. So we're going to roll that first. Which she passes. So maybe some of the crew here will actually
No, it's
start helping.
DN4.
Oh, wait, no, she failed. Fuck it. Well, she will...
All those mortal wounds.
Yeah, well, she's... Might as well burn through this ruin, right?
Right.
All right, she's got it.
God damn.
It seems they're more scared of her than they are of you.
Understandable.
And she moves forward to behind this computer terminal, and you see she pulls out that fancy-looking pistol of hers, and she is going to take a shot at you, Head Hacka.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't prepared for this.
She pulls out her fusion pistol,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, how could this happen?
an Eldari weapon of some reputation. For the folks at home, this is kind of like a gun that's used to melt tanks. So, yeah, see how you like it. Oh, wait, wrong NPC.
Oh.
Well, yep.
Well,
So that happens.
I mean, you could take full defense too, but you're only at DN 2, so if your initiative's not good, it's gonna be rough, bro.
It's not very good. That's just 2.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if
You
you
get
throw a glory at it, you can throw 3 dice. You just need to, get 2 or 3 successes, bro. Or you can take the damage from the fusion pistol and we can see what happens.
all right. Well, I might as well give it a try, huh? We have 3 glory, and maybe
Okay.
somebody else can do something interesting on the next round. Yeah, I'll do full
All right.
full
so do
defense
the-
and
do
forgo
the
my next
initiative
turn.
test. Okay.
To try to do that.
Hey, that's
Oh, it's a
Oh
6.
my god.
so now just use a glory and you need a 4, 5, or 6. This is a 50% chance of living.
Oh, perfect. Nailed it.
Oh no, isn't the test just give you +1 automatically?
Yeah, it does.
So then that's +3 to his DN, which is already 2. So wouldn't it be 5 then?
Yeah.
And she only rolled 5 successes.
Doesn't that mean she still hits?
Oh, she still hit. She still
Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, pretty sure. Big rip. Big rip.
I
Well,
tried,
at least
bro.
at least she doesn't get a shift now.
Sure.
Small miracles, right?
Sure. Okay.
Oh.
Great.
Wow.
Oh.
Great Melta is bad.
Oh, let's see
What does
what
that mean?
Melta does. The subatomic bursts that spew from these weapons melt flesh and reduce armor to slag. When you roll extra damage for a melt weapon fired at short range, it basically has the brutal trait. When you roll extra damage fired at a vehicle or fortification in short range, it's even worse. Wow. Yeah, so against vehicles and fortifications at short range, it does 1 damage on a 1, 2, or 3, or 2 damage on a 4, 5, 6. So you take 18 damage at AP 4.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take
Hold on,
my toughness test.
Head hack. What is Head Hacker's actual defense?
Whoa. Wait, hold on. Do I have my thing on?
His normal defense is 1.
Okay. Yeah. Oof.
And then it was 2 because she's wounded.
She's wounded. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So
I'm-
that, I think
I'm-
that all checked out, I think.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. Defense 1.
The math checks out.
Yep. We're not very good at math because we're orcs, but it checks out.
Yeah.
The Orc Black is 1. You don't have any natural defense. Just the crummy.
It's your toughness value. Your resilience is your toughness plus your armor.
But what's defense?
Defense is based on your I think it's based off your initiative -1, I believe.
Oh,
Is how it
Okay,
starts.
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That tracks then.
Does that math check out too?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it all
All right.
tracks.
Toughness test.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm gonna save at least 2.
Okay,
Do
so
that.
take 2 shock damage, and that's
Uh,
going to reduce it down to 16 damage.
So it's,
And it's
14 because my resilience is 6. -4 is 2. So that's a total of 4 out of the 18. So I'm only twice dead because my wounds are 7. And I'm
Oh
now
shit! This
You might have just instant killed him.
this might actually be insta death.
unless I can I don't know, throw a glory.
Yeah, I'm okay with you
You
throwing
can throw
your
a
glory
glory
in
at the toughness test for sure.
to not
Well,
die.
let's
and that gives me
why don't we read the rule first and see if it's actually necessary? So, traumatic injury, annihilation. Sometimes an enemy is so powerful or a weapon so destructive that it leaves nothing of its target but a charred crater in the ground. If you suffer damage from a single attack that inflicts more than double your maximum wounds, you are dead. This is known as annihilation. Is
Yep.
it more than double your wounds?
It would be exactly double.
Oh, so you don't need to
Ooh.
do it. Wow. So your little orc, your toughness test there actually made the difference.
Nice.
Okay, with your shock value of 3. Amazing. Well, you are definitely taking a memorable injury from that. So why don't you go ahead and roll in the memorable injury roll?
Seems fair.
Wait, is it? Where is it?
Yeah, I still got that.
You got it? Okay.
Can I just click?
Okay, you have a battle scar. I'm not sure how to put that on your character sheet. Oh wait, Kyle has one of those, doesn't he?
I do.
Effect. I don't see it on here. Did we not
Cool spot.
actually do it?
What's the effect is?
What's that?
Oh, the effect is it's cool as fuck.
Okay.
No, let's see. It's under combat.
All right.
Battle scar
Well-
plus 10 intimidation. You said.
Do we have it on your character sheet anywhere?
You made me write it down. Yeah, it's under shit. Let me open it again.
Oh, there it is. Memorable.
Combat.
Here we go.
Memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can I do this? Battle scar? Oh, there you go. Boom. Enjoy. You don't actually have a missing finger. That's the escalation. So you just have plus 10 intimidation. You have a sweet scar. Okay, wow.
Scar, bro.
Why are there 2 orc boys on here? I don't know why. Let's get rid of that one.
Oh no.
Peppa!
Oh boy. All right.
Help. Help him, Peppa. Help him.
Yeah. Sheesh. No, my boy. We're gonna pull out the old defibrillator.
You don't need to, Matt, you don't need to track negative wounds. It's just, you're at full wounds. If you take more damage while you're at 0, then you take traumatic injuries. That's how you eventually die. So, you would be at 7 total.
Oh, so, yeah. Sorry. I do this
All right.
as like an HP number.
Ooh, a critical.
All right. Oh, buddy.
So
How does this work? Does he get 1 back for each success? Is that how it works?
I believe so. That or he just gets like my total Medicaid roll, but I think I would have to reread, but
You might want to do that.
Yeah, read it because you got 2 shifts. If that could help.
Yeah. Well, while you read, the enforcers are going to go.
Oh.
This enforcer is going to run up here and try to smash this boy
Oh, not a boy.
with his shock maul. Die, greenskin scum. He hits for a whopping
Oh.
oh my god, little 6s.
What the-
13 damage.
Okay.
How's Orc Boy doing?
Let me open his thing. 13 damage. And then... Oh shit. My Orc Boy's down.
Rip.
Totally down?
So his resilience is 5, so that's, what is that, 8? Yeah, and he has 6 wounds, so he'd be over 6.
Well, he only has 2 shock, so even if he absorbed both of them, he would still take... That's just enough to kill him.
Oh, so he's gone. Fuck me.
All right. Oh, that orc dead.
One shot. Oh shit. Oh shit, no.
Quit resisting. All right. This enforcer is going to attack the other orc boy, but I'm going to give him a negative because he's fighting 2 guys here. But he gives no fucks,
Oh.
and he's going to shift that for damage. Show me potato salad. 12 damage. So the orc will probably need to do its shock test to see if it survives.
Yeah.
Or determination. I don't know is this your orc, Eric, on the side?
Yep, that's fine.
All right, roll toughness. Otherwise, he's dead. What does agonizing do? That sounds pretty cool. Okay, you get 2 successes. So he's at full shock, so he's exhausted. That drops that down to 10 damage. It's AP 1, so he reduces it by 4. That's 6 damage. That is exactly enough. It doesn't matter. He's still dead.
Good dead.
Oh,
s-
fuck.
So I can give Head Heck 3 wounds back. 'Cause it's,
all comes
1 for passing the
tumbling
test, and then 1 for every shift.
Oh, for every shift.
Yeah,
Not
in
once.
combat. Out of combat, the
Okay.
previously explained thing works.
So he's at 3 wounds then?
Yeah.
He's alive!
Oh my god.
Oh, thankful. So thankful.
All right. Okay, we will finish up the round, and we'll finish up tonight's session with the remaining enforcers, and then Iron Jaws. We're just past our time here. This enforcer is going to attempt to. Is there a way to break combat in this game?
I have no idea.
Well, there's got to be a way to. Let's see. Well, he doesn't have a melee weapon, so yeah. All right, fuck it. He's gonna make an athletics test. If he passes, he breaks out of combat. If not, he's probably gonna die. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so he backs up the staircase a bit and pulls out his trusty riot shotgun. We've been waiting for this for a while. Filthy orcs. Filthy casuals. Fucking die. Oh. He hits with 9 damage. What does rapid fire do? Sounds fun. If you hit with a rapid fire weapon at short range, gain extra damage, dice equal to the weapon's rapid fire rating. It doesn't matter. Spread. When fired at short range, a spread weapon can hit any number of targets as long as they are within 3 meters of one another. When you fire a spread weapon at a mob, gain +3 bonus die. Well, it would not have... Well, I guess, yeah. He would have hit the other guy then, too. So 9 damage to both of those orcs on the southern flank. You guys want to take care of their health and or determination rolls.
That's toughness, right?
Yes.
Alright, just 1 for this again. So 1 whoops.
Okay, so mine absorbs 3. So 9 down to 6, and he takes 1.
Well, keep in mind, you can only reduce up to your maximum shock value, which in their case is 2.
Oh, okay. So then,
Every icon gives you 1 shock damage and 1 damage reduction.
Mhm.
So
That's-
your guy would be at 2 shock, and now he's exhausted.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 9 minus the 5 for resilience, minus whatever the 2 for shock.
Correct. You got it.
Mine only got 1, so it's
All right. Where the fuck is speed listed on the character sheet?
I found
there we
it
Speed 5,
in
there we go.
combat.
it's under combat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This enforcer is going to try to shoot Iron Jaws. Probably foolish because he's at such a distance, but he doesn't want to risk hitting the other guy who just fucking domed that orc by Locktar, so he'll take the fucking chance. Well, he scores a hit. No surprise there. He does 11 damage. And yeah, he's gonna roll his toughness for that because he's 11 resilience. Oh my god, he soaks all of it. Okay.
Wow.
Well, as expected, the fucking buckshot just bounces off of Ironjaw's armor, and you see that it's his turn, which he's really excited about. Speed 5, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does charging let you do? Attack and move?
Yeah.
Yep, you attack a move and you get a bonus die to your attack.
How far do you move? Just regular movement?
Your
You
regular
get to
movement.
run.
Oh, you get to run.
Yeah.
Move
Yeah.
double your speed in meters. Oh, well, he can then get here And with a mighty wah to get this fight properly underway, he's going to swing out with the Power Claw. Did I do that right? Let me make sure. Because each of these is 1 meter, right? And you run double your... Let's make sure I'm doing this right. Move double your speed in meters so you can move 10 meters. Yep, he moved 7. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Oh my god, critical hit! Look at all those successes! Oh boy, let's shift that to damage. And yeah. Okay. Respectable 18 damage, AP 3.
Yeah.
With a critical. Savage attack. The assault leaves the opponent a mangled mess, slashing, burning, breaking, or ripping into them with effective force. The target suffers a mortal wound. If they survive, they immediately acquire a memorable injury. Well, 18 damage at AP 3. Yeah, he'll try to soak some of this, I guess. Okay, he soaked 1. So 17 damage, AP 3. So that's 4. 4 resilience. 13 damage. Oh, yeah. This guy dies like almost 3 times over as Iron Jaws just grabs him by the face and crushes his skull with the Power Claw. And he collapses to the ground in a bloody heap, and the battle is well and truly underway. We will call it at that, gentlemen, as we are past our time. Sorry we went a little long, but we will finish this up next week and see if the orcs can gain their freedom. You didn't think it was going to be easy, did you? It's a good thing you pulled off all the other, getting the other guys out of here. Otherwise, this would have been way harder.
Yeah.
This already is a train wreck. Who knows? Like,
well, you fucked up one enforcer. Another enforcer's really fucked up, and you really messed up the tech priest too. So, it's not awful.
Yeah, and you tanked a melter shot, bro. You're doing fine. You're good.
Well, yeah, I guess who's getting shot next, Peppa? Oh, shoot the healer.
That sounds like cowardice to me, but okay.
That sounds like get back in line. Oh, wonderful. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with all the goofy shenanigans. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did. This has turned out to be fucking hilarious. So get your green on, and we will see you same time, same place next week. Oh, yeah, some of the party's not going to be here, huh? That is going to be problematic. Well, we'll figure that out. Anyway, nighty-night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for playing along. We will see you same time, same place. And, yeah, we'll call it at that.